Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. How we all doing tonight? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome into this Sunday evening at Cardlines Breaks. I'm captain for the evening, I guess we'd say. Jeff, I've got Max with me working tonight. Give Max a shout out for me, guys. It is Sunday, Hobby Sunday. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We're going to rip some baseball, a lot of select, and a little bit of pro debut, and a whole lot of hits in between. So, welcome in, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. It is great to see you all. Whether you're watching us live or if you're checking us on a replay later, we sure do appreciate your time, and we appreciate everyone for jumping into our breaks. I think we are completely full for the evening. So that is awesome. We thank you very, very much. Let me pull up our schedule here. And tonight we are going to be rocking again 4 baseball breaks. We're going to start with some of these absolutely loaded 2025 select hobbies. Let's hope these 3 are loaded as well. After that, we're doing a full blaster case of 2022 select. Then we're going to go back to select hobby and do some 2021 hobby select, 2 of those. And then we're going to finish up with 3 of those pro debut hobby boxes. So again, lots of hits, lots of fun. I am so excited to be ripping some cards with you guys tonight. I'm so excited to be hanging out. And I'm also super, super excited. Lou, what's going on? Super excited, guys, to announce that Cardlines has officially launched. We're in the repack game. So we've launched a repack product, our first rendition. We are calling the Collector's Pack. And the general structure of those is 15 cards. Every pack has a guaranteed hit. So you're going to find those in retail outlets, including our very own cardlines.com. And I'm not going to be too shameless enough to even say you can find them right here, right now, tonight. We're going to see if you guys are interested in a couple. I'm going to throw one up, see if you guys are interested in them. And then throughout the night, if you guys are interested, I've got a handful on hand that we will launch up for you guys if you're interested. So that is what is on tap for tonight. Thank you again for joining us. We'll get into select here in just a moment, but I am going to throw up if anyone's interested. If you're all on the eBay, if you guys want to get we're going to start these at $6. Again, you do get 1 guaranteed hit in them. I have personally curated all of them, so I can tell you it's very, very little base, if any, and it's all recognizable players. It's not a bunch of junk and things like that. A lot of chrome, a lot of Bowman, a lot of rookie cards, inserts, parallels, and of course 1 hit per pack. So if you guys are interested, I got a couple. See if you guys want to grab some. We're gonna start them at $6 if you want to grab one. I'll run 1 or 2, but I don't want to take too much away from our breaks tonight. So we will get on to our breaks again here tonight as well. The Row Boys are going to grab one. We appreciate you, Row Boys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations. You have officially bought the first Cardlines repack of this Collector Series launch. Thank you so much for that. We'll throw one more. If we got buyers, we'll go. Otherwise, if not, we'll get on to our breaks. And these are mystery packs. You're getting 15 cards, 1 guaranteed hit per card in there. I can tell you there are no Shohei autographs. I can tell you that much. But it's also not all junk either. There's some pretty good stuff in there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to be rolling this out and just continue to do different things and make the hobby available to you guys. Ben, great question. If you are in tonight's breaks, if you guys buy any of these live tonight, yes, we will combine it. It's $1 for additional team or thing until you get to 10. So what's going to happen though? Lou's grabbing one. Lou, thank you. So what'll happen though is unfortunately we have to let the live transaction process just because it's separate from the auctions. But we will go back. If you guys do get any of these, we will go back and we will issue a refund to true up your shipping if you are in tonight's breaks at all. So I'll throw another one up there. Cardlines repack. There's some interest in that. It means a lot, guys. Appreciate it. We do have these listed up on cardlines.com as well for a pretty decent price, I like to think. And we're going to be just making as much as we can. So appreciate you guys. Hey, Andrew, thank you very much. I'll do one more, and then you guys will. I'll save a couple for later on the night as well. If we're ahead of schedule, I'll throw a few more up. Unless you guys want me to keep going. I think I brought about 8 to 10 on hand, so I'm happy to sell them if you guys want them. Phil, we will make you a special one of one commemorative card. I'm gonna make that right now. I'm gonna make a note in my head. I'm gonna make you. I can't guarantee it's gonna sell for much, but I'm gonna make you a special card just for being one of one. I would prefer to leave them the mystery, and just sell them there. I suppose I could rip them, but I want to keep them sealed so that we can ship them out and not have the empty wrappers. Lou grabbed another one. All right. I lied. I said it was done. But one more. All right. And the Row Boys grab one more. Thanks, guys, so much. I got a couple more in hand. I will put a few more up later if you didn't get into them or if someone else pops in and is interested. But now, without further ado, I do not want to keep you guys from the previously scheduled programs. We've got our 2025 select hobby boxes up. I was so jealous watching Marty rip these the other day, and couldn't wait to get on camera to rip them with you guys myself. Andrew, thanks for grabbing the Diamondbacks, and good luck. Phil has the Braves, the Orioles, the Red Sox, and the Cubs. Phil, good luck on those. Keith with the White Sox. Phil's coming back with the Reds and the Guardians. Stephen M's got the Rockies and the Tigers. Kurt has the Astros. Yeah, I'm looking at the right one. Good. Stephen M's got the Royals. And again, Bobby Witt Jr. is the cover boy and is in here. Both him and Judge have different Players Association agreements, so they are in Panini. So then we got Kurt with the Angels, Jonathan the Dodgers, Brian the Marlins, Phil the Brewers, Ben the Twins, Lou the Mets. Boy, that box almost just ripped right in half there. We've got Daniel with the Yankees. There's empty box number 2. Pablo with the A's, John the Phillies, Pablo with the Pirates, Steve the Padres, Samuel the Giants, Lane with the Mariners, Nick with the Cardinals, not the Tigers, George with the Rays, Kevin with the Rangers, Chip with the Blue Jays, and Pablo with the Washington Nationals. Guys, thank you so very much for grabbing all the spots in this break. Again, so excited to be ripping this stuff with you guys tonight. And of course, we're playing the hit counter, my friends. So if you guys want to get a shot at some free stuff, all you got to do is play along on the hit counter. It is completely free to do so. Whether you're in the breaks or not, you are welcome to play along. If you aren't in the breaks and we haven't ever shipped to you before, we'll just need you to make sure you get your address to us somehow. But otherwise, if you've played with us before and you win something, we're going to get it in your hands. So for this one, again, Witt and Judge are in these, so I'm going to put them up on the hit counter. They're the first spot. We got Cal Ripken Jr. and Ozzie Smith in the second one. I do know both of those two have shown up quite a bit in this product, so I hope that that's a safe bet on there. We got the Miz and Made, my Brewers representing on here. And Wilson and Kurtz, the A's representing on here. So it is 4 tandems of 2 players. You guys tell us which spot is going to get the most cards in this break, as well as the total number between all 4 pairs together. And if you get the spot correct, you're going to get a leprechaun who's going to run in your name for some free stuff. If you get the total correct, within 1 in either direction, you're going to get the leprechaun as well. And guys, it is bonus leprechaun time as well. Either chat eligible, of course. The first person to put in the chat what tonight's show title is a call out or a callback to gets a bonus leprechaun. So make sure you guys go check out the title of the show in both eBay and YouTube and tell us what is tonight's show a call out to. If you get it correct, you are going to get a bonus leprechaun running in your favor at the end. And sometimes, as Luke can attest, all you need is one leprechaun and you win free stuff. All right, here we go. I'm going to take the hit counter off, get those predictions in. You'll have a chance to update it after the second box. And again, first person to tell me who, what, how, when the name of the show is a call out to gets a free leprechaun. We're going to start out with Tris Speaker for Boston. I expect Phil to be calling out Boston a significant amount if past experiences tell me anything. There is Albert Pujols for the Cardinals for Nick. We've got a gold right away, guys. Will Clark, while he was with Texas, that is going to be to 10, Kevin. That is 8 out of 10, guys. Our third card of the evening. And we're sitting with an 8 out of 10 Will the Thrill Clark. How about that? Yes, James J. You got it correct. Way to go. Max, please give James a bonus leprechaun. The call out to you two with Sunday Hobby Sunday, including an AI-supported remake of the album cover from that song with baseball cards instead of the album pictures on there. So congrats, James. That's the next leprechaun to you. And by the way, congrats, Kevin. Again, Will Clark out of 10. How about that? Then we got Mike Piazza. And a case hit spacer. There's Blake Mitchell for the Royals. Chipper Jones for the Braves. Deion Sanders for the Reds. There's Stephen Vogt on a silver. There's a beautiful red, should be numbered, Paul Skeens for Pittsburgh. Pablo, there we go. Come on. It is to 99. 45 out of 99. Guys, we got a Will Clark out of 10 and a Paul Skeens out of 99 already. We haven't even gotten one of our hits yet out of this break. What a beautiful start to the evening. Robin Ventura, Spencer Jones, Hideki Matsui. We got a nice Cam Smith tricolor for Houston. Congratulations, Kurt. And right behind that, Cam Smith isn't going anywhere, Kurt. And it's an auto for Cam Smith. Boom, Kurt. Nice work. You got a Cam Smith on the tricolor. Those aren't numbered, by the way. But a nice Cam Smith refractor auto right behind it. Two nice big cards for Houston. Kurt, congratulations. For the Brewers, there's Braylon Payne. Manny Ramirez. For the Twins, we got Luke Keyshaw. And a white border for Tampa Bay, Carson Williams is 22 out of 99. Our third numbered card, less than 100 already. And, man, we are barely into this first box. Fantastic stuff. Panini has loaded select up for sure this year. The nice turbocharged Dylan Cruz for Washington. Pablo. Walker Janik for Houston. Houston's having a great break. There's Ricky Henderson. Rest in peace, Ricky. Congrats, Pablo. Kumar Rocker for Texas. And there's a red Kumar Rocker for Texas again. Kevin, Texas having a phenomenal break. That is a bookend break, guys, here. Sponsored by Cardlines Breaks. 149 out of 149. Congratulations to Kevin. The numbered cards are a-flowing. We got a bookend break already. We might as well just go ahead and get a 101 out of the way. What do you guys think? There is Hagen Smith on the phenomenon for the White Sox, Keith. And here's our first hit counter participant. Witt and Judge. Aaron Judge gets them on the board. We got one on the board with a premier level Aaron Judge. Roy Campanella, James Triantos for the Cubs. And for Boston, Manny Ramirez to 199. 27 out of 199. Love those predictions, guys. Keep them coming in. I'll put the hit counter back up again to show everyone who missed that in between boxes here. But we are rolling in some hits, including this one. Kellen Lindsay for the Dodgers on the auto. These are sweet cards. Jonathan, congratulations on a Kellen Lindsay auto. That it's a sticker auto, but it sure doesn't look like it. Marty commented on that the other day too. They did a really good job with this auto version. It looks really clean. I like that a lot. Congratulations on that one on the Dodgers, Jonathan. James Tibbs. These are the these are the diamond level. Sweet looking cards on the diamond level for the Giants. There's Greg Maddux. Mike Piazza again. We got a tricolor Hideki Matsui. And another phenomenon rookie, Dylan Cruz. Pablo, congratulations. There's another one of those spacers flying around me. Cliff Lee for Philadelphia. How about another Paul Skeens for Pittsburgh? And a silver Bubba Chandler for Pittsburgh. So congrats, Pablo. Travis Bazzana on the select certified for Cleveland. Congratulations. That one's Phil as well. Now, you guys can see on the overhead, it's kind of up high, but I'm keeping two separate piles. I could basically sleeve up and top load almost every card here if I wanted to. Obviously, that would take way too long. So there's a bunch of the rookies and inserts that are going to get properly sleeved up before we ship them out to you guys. Here's Kyle DeBarge for the Twins and a premier level Paul Skeens. There is Jacob Wilson. So Wilson and Kurtz get on the board. Congratulations to the A spot, Pablo. And there's another Dylan Cruz. This is our fourth Dylan Cruz for Pablo. Pablo, congrats. And speaking of Pablo, how about Pablo Sandoval for the Giants for Samuel on a premier level silver? And the Pirates, Pablo, how about a numbered Bubba Chandler on the relic? That is a red, little white napkin patch in there from Bubba Chandler. That one's not going to work. We need a good sleeve for that one. And that is 62 out of 99 on the Bubba Chandler. Congratulations. The Pirates right now are doing extremely well. 62 out of 99 for the Bubba Chandler patch. There's Dante Nori for Philadelphia. Jace Laviolette. That is going to be a NIL player. We're going to randomize him off. Vance Honeycutt for Baltimore. Yendry Morales on the premier level should be numbered. And he is 110 to 149. They loaded these boxes up with numbered cards, which is awesome. Especially for breaks like this. Great, great products. Here's another Chipper Jones for the Braves. And Larry Walker for Washington. Jose Canseco, Franklin Arias. There's a tricolor Deion Sanders for Cincinnati. Congratulations, Phil, on the red spots. Noah Schultz, phenomenon. Braden Montgomery, both for the White Sox there. Buster Posey. Austin Wells for the Yanks. And then Ty Cobb for Detroit is going to be numbered 46 out of 199. So congratulations to Stephen M. on the Ty Cobb. On the blue to 199. We got Rhett Lauder on the select certified rookie for the Reds, Phil. And a diamond level Kumar Rocker. So one phenomenal box in. Two hopefully phenomenal boxes to go. We did see one Judge come up. And we did see a Jacob Wilson come up. So we are currently at 2 on the hit counter. Unfortunately, going individual players, we all know sometimes that can be hit or miss. So I'm thinking we still have a long way to go. But I don't think we're going to get 20 unless we really get hot with these 4 sets of players. But hopefully we can get a few more on the board. You guys will have through this box to finalize your hit counter predictions. When I start ripping the third box, you can update your predictions because, quite frankly, we want to give away as many leprechauns as we can. You still got to earn them a little bit, but we're going to try and give them away as much as we can. So you guys have 2 of the 3 boxes before you have to lock in your predictions. And hopefully we are much higher there, so you don't have to lower your numbers quite as much. There was either a patch in that pack or a spacer, one of the two. Not sure if any of you guys have been able to get your hands on any select hobby boxes at home. But if you have the opportunity to get your hands on some, I would say they're worth it. I didn't check in the last couple of days if prices are going up or down on them. If they're going down, we're going to be buying more and breaking more. If they go up, we'll see. But man, these have been just a ton of fun. We do have a couple more breaks with them in the next week or so. So I'm so excited about those. Here we go, box 2. We're going to start out with Tris Speaker. There's another Albert Pujols. And we got a purple Miggy Cabrera for Detroit is serial number 3 out of 75. And it is a good thing, guys, I went to the fireworks store today and I loaded up on fireworks, so we are not going to run out today with all these hits. Congrats to the Detroit spots, Stephen M. There's another Cam Smith. It's a phenomenon. Big one for the Houston spot again. There's Wyatt Sanford for Pittsburgh. Another Chipper Jones. Dion again. Jace Lavalette on the tricolor. That one's going to get randomized off. We got Miggy on the 24. Griffel Farrell for Baltimore. Spencer Jones for the Yanks. And Matsui for the Yanks. And we got a numbered Nick Kurtz. That is 46 to 125, Pablo. That is a nice looking Nick Kurtz right there for the A spot. Congratulations. 46 out of 125 on the Nick Kurtz. And so Wilson and Kurtz go to 2. And we're up to 3 on the hit counter now. And right behind that, we got for Boston, Yellen Cespedes on the autograph refractor. Congratulations to Phil. Phil, I had mentioned I expected to call your name a lot. There's a nice auto for you. Cespedes for Boston on the auto. A diamond level Jose Canseco. This time he's for Texas. And another card he was for Oakland, or the A's, I would say, not Oakland. Manny Ramirez. Luke Keyshaw again for the Twins. And for Texas again, we got a numbered Brock Porter on the premier level. So Kevin, congrats. That one is 27 out of 149 on the Brock Porter. Texas and Pittsburgh both having phenomenal breaks so far. Boston doing well as well. Here's New York, not Boston. For the Yankees, it's a Roger Clemens. Daniel, congrats on the turbocharged Clemens. There's another spacer. There's Bobby Witt Jr. on a premier level. So Witt and Judge go to 2, and congrats to the Royal spot, Steven. Ricky Henderson for the A's. There's another Kumar Rocker rookie. For the Yankees, we got a silver George Lombard Jr. For Boston, Marcelo Meyer on the phenomenon. And for the Brewers, it's Paul Molitor. Phil, congrats on the Igniter. Buster Posey, Austin Wells for the Yanks. And Chase Burns on a tricolor rookie for the Reds. Congratulations, Phil. That is going to give away to another auto, my friends. And this one is going to be Kevin McGonigal for Detroit. So congratulations, Steven. Marty pulled a Kevin McGonigal autograph just like this as well the other day. So Kevin McGonigal appears to be either quite apparent in this product or at least in the boxes that we got. Congratulations on another Detroit auto, Kevin McGonigal. Susana for Washington. Colt Emerson for Seattle. Mariano Rivera for the Yankees. And look at this blue premier level, Christy Mathewson. Sorry, I was off center there. For the New York Mets, Lou. There we go, my friend. 157 to 199. We got you a hit, Lou. Lou's like, you've been running a break for 2 boxes and haven't got me a hit, Jeff. What are you doing? I got you now. We got you. Bobby Witt Jr. owned the Select Certified for the Royals. Congratulations to Steven. And that's going to put another one up on our hit counter. So Witt and Judge take a lead. It was about time, wasn't it? Cole Emerson, Stephen Vogt, Bubba Chandler. We had Christian Moore for the Angels. Rookie card is going to be numbered 4 out of 5, guys. Get out of town. 4 out of 5 on the Christian Moore for the Angels. Kurt, have a break, my friend. 4 out of 5. Christian Moore, hot prospect for the Angels. 4 out of 5. That is awesome. That is awesome. How about Jackson Chourio on the numbers for the Brewers, Phil? There's Chrissy Matheson again. There's Hassan Kim, rookie, for the Dodgers. The Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. And Carson Williams for Tampa Bay is going to be numbered 83 out of 99. Congratulations to the Tampa Bay spot, George, on the Carson Williams to 99 on the white border. Vladdy Guerrero turbocharged. And that is, he's Los Angeles on this one, the Angels. Bobby Witt Jr. on a diamond level. So, third Bobby Witt, they go to 4 total. And they're in the lead on the hit counter. We're up to 6. There's Jordan Lawler for the Diamondbacks. There's a Jesus Made for the Brewers. So, the Miz and Made are on the board. We're up to 7. Pee Wee Reese on the tricolor for the Dodgers. And there's the Miz phenomenon for the Brewers. So the Miz and Made are making some moves. They're up to 2. We're up to 8. There is a Spacer and Theo Gillen for Tampa Bay. There's another Cam Smith for Houston. Hagen Smith for Chicago. Ethan Salas on a silver for San Diego. There we go. Congrats, Steve. Something for San Diego. And a numbered phenomenon for the Phillies, Andrew Painter. Congratulations, John. Andrew Painter is 33 out of 99. So we got a third of a bookend break there. The 1/3 fraction hit for John on Andrew Painter. 33 out of 99. Congratulations, John. Tommy Troy on the premier level. Marcel Meyer, rookie. Roger Clemens for Boston this time. Susana for Washington on a silver. And another Cam Smith hit. We got the auto for him earlier. And we've got a bunch of his cards. And now we got a little orange patch there for Houston. Kurt, congratulations. Cam Smith is slaying it for you today. I kind of felt all day like Houston was going to have a good break in this. And we got Michael Young for Texas. Okay, guys, 2 or 3 boxes in, and that one did a lot of work on the hit counter. That box got us up to 8 on the hit counter. You still have a very healthy lead for Witt and Judge right now because one of the other spots, Miz and Made or Wilson and Kurtz, would have to get 3 unanswered cards without Judge or Witt getting a card. And Ripken and Ozzy apparently didn't get the memo. They're just hanging out south of the border taking a siesta right now. They could come back and get 5 unanswered cards, but that's probably not very likely. So that makes it easier for you guys. Basically, reduce it down to 3 and figure out which of those spots. Is anyone going to take Witt and Judge? Or do you play the safe bet and go Witt and Judge? And then after that, you got to figure out where we're going to go for the total. We're averaging 4 a box. We had 3 and then 5. So, or 2 and then 6 actually. So somewhere in between there would put us right around 12. Would probably be a safe bet. To get those predictions in, and again, if you get the spot correct, you get a leprechaun running in your name. If you get the total number correct of all 4 of those spots together, within 1 of either direction, you would get a leprechaun as well. So if it were to end right now, anyone that predicted 7, 8, or 9 would find themselves winning a leprechaun. And speaking of those leprechauns, we are going to be running a race at the end of this first break because we have at least 2 NAL players from Jace Lavalette to randomize off. No Ethan Holiday yet or Drew Burris. There's a couple other names that if they come up, we would randomize those off. But other than that, we've got 2 to randomize off as well. So here we go. We're going to give you guys about 10 more seconds. Then Max is going to close the hit counter. Good luck in box 3. First card of box 3 is going to be a Cade Horton rookie for the Cubbies. Congrats, Phil. Then we got Ryan Johnson, rookie for the Angels. And Chase Petty for the Reds is going to be numbered to 199. 88 out of 199. So congrats to the Red spot, Phil. There's a turbocharged Jackson Chourio for the Brewers. Suck Jump Kim for Texas. Roman Anthony, rookie for Boston. There's Ty Cobb. And Will Wagner for Toronto. That's Chip J. Chip, that's your first card of the break so far. And that is 10 out of 49. So it's your first one, but it's a good one. Will Wagner, 10 out of 49 for the Toronto Bluebirds. I don't know what I just tried to say there. Will Wagner to 49. That's what we're going. Another Roman Anthony phenomenon for Boston. Phil, congrats. Here's Kyle DeBarge for the Twins. Carson Benj for the Mets. Have been kind of quiet for Lou. Dontrell Willis for the Marlins. There's a blast from the past. And Manny Ramirez for Boston is going to be a purple, numbered 61 out of 75. Once again, we bought out the fireworks store today, so we are going to light them up till our heart's content tonight, my friends. Manny to 75 on the purple. And another Boston nice rookie, Marcelo Meyer on the certified rookie. Is a Paul Skeens premier level for the Pirates, Pablo. There's a Jacob Mizorowski rookie for the Brewers. So the Miz goes to 3 with Mate. Congratulations to the Brewers spot, Phil, on a Miz rookie. Here's James Wood for Washington. Chandler Simpson for Tampa Bay is going to be numbered on the bronze to 125. 83 out of 125. Congratulations, George, on the Tampa Bay spot for a nice Chandler Simpson rookie card. Christian Campbell for Boston on the 28. Dante Nori for Philly. Joshua Gonzalez for the Giants, Samuel. There's a Chandler Simpson rookie again for Tampa Bay. And we've got Kyle Teal for the White Sox on the white border. A little color match border to 99, 94. Out of 99 for the White Sox. Congratulations, Keith. I do like the white border. I think it's a cool looking card. Turbocharged Randy Johnson for the Nationals, aka the Expos. Congrats, Pablo. We got Walker Janik on the premier level for Houston. There's a Charlie Condon for the Rockies, Steven. There's Ethan Holiday, so that's our third card we're going to randomize off. And Ryan Johnson for the Angels on a little color match numbered to 149. 62 to 149 on another one for the Angels. Kurt, congratulations. And I need to load up on some more top loaders because it could be that kind of night. Ryan Johnson to 149. Congratulations. For the Phillies, we got an Andrew Painter phenomenon. And Ha-Seong Kim for the Dodgers on the diamond level. Another randomized guy here, Rentaro Sasaki for the Stanford Cardinal. Brady Ebel is also an NAL. Holy smokes. This last box is all over the NAL players. There's Austin Wells on the tricolor for the Yankees, Daniel. And a Nick Kurtz phenomenon rookie card for the A's. Congratulations, Pablo. So that's going to add our hit counter up here. Phenomenon Nick Kurtz. And Kurtz and Wilson go to 3. And we've got 2 spots chasing Witten Judge right now with 1 behind. Larry Walker. Aiden Miller for Philadelphia. Kalen Culpepper for the Twins. A tie-dye for the Cardinals. Nick, this is going to be out of 25. Bob Gibson out of 25. 20 out of 25. I love the tie-dye cards. What a cool hit. Bob Gibson on the tie-dye diamond level for the St. Louis Cardinals. Nick T, congratulations. What a beautiful card. I will turn the fireworks off so you guys can drool on that one. It's got fireworks of its own. Yeah, Jason, no, the Cubs, you've got a Kate Horton and a James Triantos, but they've been very quiet for you. And we'll see if we can't remedy that before it's all said and done. David Ortiz for Boston. Braylon Payne for the Brewers. Ken Griffey Jr. for the Mariners. There's a Jackson Churio for the Brewers. And a numbered Charlie Condon for the Rockies to 199. 88 out of 199. Steven, congrats. The Rockies had been a little bit quiet, so nice to have them wake up a little bit. Noah Schultz for the White Sox on the turbocharge. There's another one of those spacers. Braden Montgomery for the White Sox. Bryce Rayner for Detroit. Christian Campbell for Boston. And Yadi Molina on the silver for the Cardinals. Nick, that tie-dye was amazing. Phenomenon Jacob Wilson for the A's. And that puts a tie now. Wilson and Kurtz tie. Witt and Judge at 4, and we are at 11. That added a couple leprechauns for some folks. There's Blake Mitchell. Kellen Lindsey for the Dodgers. A rookie Chase Burns for the Reds. We got Mr. October for the Yankees. Reggie Jackson on the tricolor. Daniel, congrats. And look at that. Nick Kurtz comes out with a certified rookie. And the A spot, Pablo, Nick Kurtz, and Wilson are going to take a sole possession of the lead. That is going to cut some people on the hit counter, unfortunately. Goes to 5, and a bunch of folks lost on the hit counter on that one. We'll see how it shakes out in these last few cards. Robin Ventura, Pudge Rodriguez for Texas. Pedro for Boston. The Brewers are going to get a numbered card. It's a Jackson Churio, 143 out of 149. Congratulations, Phil, on the Brewers, grabbing one more numbered card. Yadier Molina on the numbers. And then Tony Perez for Boston on the diamond level is the last card. A diamond level's last card was sweet. Wow, guys, what a fun 3 boxes. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did watching that. If you did, hey, especially in YouTube, smash the like button for us. Hit the subscribe button. If you're on eBay and you haven't followed us yet, please do so. If you're chilling and watching our content on other streaming networks like Instagram and TikTok and all those, please subscribe and all those for us. We appreciate it. We've got a bunch of stuff we're going to randomize away. We got Brady Ebel, Rentaro Sasaki, Ethan Holiday, Jace Lavalette on the tricolor, and Jace Lavalette. So here's where it's going to go down. Lavalette is going to be, we're going to run a leprechaun race, and Lavalette's going to be first place, second place, Ethan Holiday third place, Sasaki fourth place, and Brady Ebel fifth place. So 5 different people more than likely are going to win prizes, although some of you have multiple spots. So that's not what I want. So I'm going to run it off of, we'll put your names in there versus the teams. It's all the same. 30 of you in there. We're going 14 seconds tonight. I don't know why, but we are. Shuffle you up once to get you dizzy. And here we go. Let me get the leprechauns on screen so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. There we go. Shuffle you up one more time. And good luck, my friends. Top 5 places are going to get the NIL cards. Here we go. And Phil is taking at least one. All right, so Phil, congratulations. I'll get the leprechauns back off. Leprechauns, thank you. Phil, you did get the tricolor Lavalette to add to your loot for this break. Stephen M., you got this Lavalette and Ethan Holiday. Congratulations. The Rentaro Sasaki is going to Pablo, who had a great break. And the Brady Ebel is going to John G. And there we go. All in all, again, phenomenal stuff. Maybe a couple teams that left us wanting. A couple teams that did very well. And then hopefully a lot of good stuff in between. But let's take a recap. And you guys can see we did get the red numbered Churio. Nick Kurtz on the certified. Charlie Condon on the blue numbered. The tie-dye Bob Gibson. Nick Kurtz Phenomenon. The red numbered Ryan Johnson. The white Kyle Teal. The bronze Chandler Simpson. The purple Manny Ramirez. The orange Will Wagner to 49. Chase Betty on the blue. A Cam Smith patch. Andrew Painter on the red. Carson Williams on the white, all numbered. Christian Moore was 4 out of 5 on the green. Bobby Witt Jr. Select certified. Chrissy Mathewson on the blue premier. The McGonigal autograph. Chase Burns on the tricolor. Brock Porter on the red premier. Woo! The Cespedes auto that's jumping all around. Nick Kurtz on a bronze. Miggy on the purple. Ty Cobb on the blue. Morales on the red. Bubba Chandler on a numbered red patch. Travis Bazana Select certified. Kellen Lindsay autograph. Ramirez on the blue. Kumar Rocker on the red. Carson Williams on the white. Cam Smith auto. Cam Smith tricolor. Paul Skeens red numbered card. And that third card of the break was the Will Clark out of 10. So guys, we got a card out of 5. We got a card out of 10. We got a card out of 25. We got a card out of 49. We got a boatload of cards out of 99 and a whole bunch from there. So again, thank you all so very much for participating in that phenomenal break. We appreciate you. Leo, welcome in. Hello. It is time. Let me bring up our calendar, our schedule, whatever we want to call it tonight. And we are done with break number 1. So it is now time to move on to a full case of 2022 Select. This is Blasters, not Hobby, unfortunately, but still, out of a whole case, hopefully we should get some love. After that, we're going to turn our attention. I am doing well. Thanks for asking. Oh, final hit counter. James, thank you so much. I got jumping ahead. I was so excited about the next thing. I forgot about the hit counter. Guys, let me go back to that. Hit counter. Here we go. We ended up at 12 with Wilson and Kurtz. So, John, you got Wilson and Kurtz. Congratulations. And then Lou, James, Lane, Ed, Daniel, and Bill, you guys all managed to get leprechauns for the number. So congratulations and thank you. My apologies for jumping the gun on that. Good luck, or congrats on those, and good luck on getting some leprechauns in this next one. And now I can properly move forward to our blasters here. And we're going on our schedule. After that, we're going to do 2021 hobby. And then after that, we're going to do some pro debut. Huge stuff coming out of tonight. Super excited again. As we start to go here on break number 938, our 2022 Select Blasters. I do want to say thank you and bear with me, guys, as in our mobile camera here, it gets a little bit tight, so it's going to be me fumbling around with this box for a minute. I'm doing my best not to shake things too hard, but thank you very much to Andrew who grabbed the Diamondbacks. There is our full case. You guys can see it. Matt's got the Braves. We got William with the Orioles. Albert's with the Red Sox. Brian has the Cubs. Mike has the White Sox. And John has the Reds. Chip J has the Guardians. Richard the Rockies. Tiffany's got the Tigers. And the Astros. We've got Albert with the Royals. We have Jeremiah with the Angels. Of course, Shohei Ohtani is still with the Angels at this point. The Dodgers are going to Richard. We've got the Marlins going to Mike. The Brewers going to Chip J. George has the Phillies and the Pirates. Brandon has the Padres. Empty box. I think I just totally bumped. Okay. All right, so there they are. We got 20 of those outs. I'm going to go 5 at a time. So we're going to do 4 full quarters here, just like a football game, even though we're talking baseball tonight. Let's say I lost it on, so Mike with the Twins, Jason the Mets, Richard the Yankees, Chip the A's, George the Phillies and the Pirates, Brandon with the Padres, Joseph with the Giants, Thomas the Mariners, Rich the Cardinals, George the Rays, Brian the Rangers, Jason the Blue Jays, and the Nationals going to George. Thank you guys so very much for buying into this break. It is always a little bit underwhelming when you open up one of these boxes and there's 3 packs in there, but that is why we're doing a whole case. So we had plenty of packs. And with Select, you never know. Sometimes they really load the stuff up. We've seen a lot of really good stuff coming out of these blasters, so hopefully we do the same in here as well. But thank you guys for buying into this break. We appreciate y'all. Let me get our hit counter up. And you guys have a chance to play along on the hit counter as well one more time. Well, more than one more time, but for this break time, we've got Shohei and Trout, of course, seeing what the Angels can do for us in this break. We got Judge and Witt coming up one more time to see what they can do for this one. Now, Witt would be prospects in this one, but if I remember correctly, he is in here. And if I'm not, call me out and don't take that spot because but I'm pretty sure he is. We got J-Rod and Wander. How could I not have a hit counter without Wander Franco, right? He would have been the Wander Mania was it. And then we got Kershaw and Ronald Acuna Jr. is our hit counter. So you guys are telling us which of those 4 pairings, again, is going to get the most cards in this break, as well as the total number combined of all 4 spots. If you do get that player spot correct, you are going to get a Leprechaun, just like a number of you managed to do in the last break, as well as if you get the total number correct, plus or minus 1, you're going to get a Leprechaun as well. We've got some fun stuff to give away. I've got a sealed pack of baseball. Then we got they're not quite the same as the repacks, but some sealed up sort of mystery pack type of stuff that they do have hits in them as well and nice cards in them. So we're gonna do a couple of those as a giveaway. And in between this break and the next one, if you guys are interested, I do have a few more of the officially launched card lines, repacks, collector's edition mystery packs for baseball, and I can run some more. I really want to say thank you to you guys who did grab some of those packs when we first started up. And again, I'll throw some more up if you guys want to grab some. But that was it's been a lot of fun thinking about those, putting them together, and so I really appreciate that you guys jumped on a couple. I hope you enjoy them very much. They're truly a collector's edition type of pack. Like I said, no Shohei autographs or PSA 10s in there or anything like that. But definitely, I think anyone who grabs one of those packs should be happy with the overall collectability of it. Every pack has, easily a couple cards that would fall into, dollar bin material, if not better. Every pack has a guaranteed hit. Some packs are really, really loaded with just other rated rookies and things like that. A lot of chrome cards. So a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy those. I appreciate it more than you know. And like I said, we'll throw a few more up on the screen after this break if you guys are interested in them. But let's get into this break, our 2022 Select Blaster case. Here we go. Our first card is going to be for Texas for Glenn Otto. So, Brian, you're the first one on the board. We got Ronzi Contreras, rookie for Pittsburgh, and a scope of Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks. Andrew, that's a nice one. Brooks Robinson for Baltimore on a silver. Tyler Stevenson for the Reds, and we got a patch right away, guys. Lars Nootbaar for the Cardinals. Rich, look at the size of that patch coming out for Lars. Congratulations, Rich. You're on the board with a hit right away. And we're on the board with a hit right away, guys. Congratulations for the Cardinal spot. That is one box down and one relic or auto. I do not think out of a retail blaster box, I don't think we're getting 20 hits, but that would be awesome if we could get one a box, wouldn't it? There's Glenn Otto again on the scope. We got Garrett Cole on Select Stars for the Yankees. Rich, there you go. Casey Mize for Detroit. Make sure I didn't miss any hit counter. Shane Bieber, the Biebs. Tyler Stevenson, scope. There's Giancarlo Stanton. On the moonshots, Joe Musgrove, Jaime Candelero. Gary Sanchez on the scope for the Yankees. And Willie Adames for the Brewers on the silver. Congratulations to Chip on the Willie Adames silver. Speaking of those Brewers, there's an Aaron Ashby rookie. Jeff McNeil for the Mets. Jared Walsh on the scope for the Angels. Congrats, Jeremiah. Anthony Rendon on the Enfuego for the Angels. Matt Brash, rookie for Seattle. Is a tie-dyed Ken Griffey Jr. for Seattle. Thomas. I thought for a second that's just the that got me excited. I forgot that it's just the just one of the Blaster exclusives. It's the finite. It's not numbered, but that is still a pretty card. And imagine if that was numbered at 25. Those are the finite parallels, not the tie-dye. But how cool are those cards? And to get one of Ken Griffey Jr., I'll take it. Congratulations, Thomas. That's a very cool card. Max Fried for Atlanta on a scope. Vladdy Sr. for Montreal, a.k.a. the Nationals. Charlie Morton, Michael Brantley. Aroldis Chapman on the scope for the Yankees. There's a silver Josh Hader for the Brewers. Alex Kirilloff for the Twins. Max Scherzer. Mike Yastrzemski on the scope for the Giants. There's a belly bomb for the Dodgers. Tyler Mahle. Ty France for Seattle. Brooks Robinson again on a scope for Baltimore. Congrats, William. Adolis Garcia for Texas on the moonshots. Tyler Mahle. And there's an Aaron Judge moonshots refractors for the Yankees. Rich, congratulations. So the Aaron Judge moonshots gets our hit counter going. Judge and Witt, of course, in the melee again, and they start out with 1. There's a nice Paul Goldschmidt scope for the Cardinals. Frank Schwindel on the silver for the Cubs. Hunter Renfroe for the Twins. German Marquez. Ichiro on a scope for the Mariners. Thomas, congrats again. Ketel Marte and Fuego for the Diamondbacks. Luke Williams, rookie for Philadelphia. Frankie Montas for the A's. Jose, I can't say his name without throwing my phone off on the scope for Houston. Congrats, Tiffany. And Tim Anderson on the Sparks for the White Sox. There's another Hunter Renfroe, Jose Abreu. Jackson Kowar on the rookie scope for Kansas City. Congrats, Albert. Logan Webb on a silver for the Giants. There's another Luke Williams, Frankie Montas. Kyle Tucker for Houston on the scope. Vidal Brujan, select starts for Tampa. Jorge Polanco for the Twins. Goldschmidt for the Cardinals. TJ Friedel on a rookie scope for the Reds. And a Nolan Ryan numbers card for Texas. Congratulations to Brian on the Texas Nolan Ryan. So that was 5 boxes in. Let's get our next 5 out. And you guys can see on the hit counter, it's early. And Witten Judge got on the board in the first 5. I hope we can get more than 1 per 5 on there. But that may make it where you guys might want to consider lowering the number. But again, you've got through these 5 boxes before you have to lock in that prediction. So I wouldn't go lowering it just yet because I think we can get hot. Witt and Wander are 2 of the wild cards in here. This time, being the big prospects in 2022, I know they're not an easy pull, but if we could get some of them, that would be nice. Clearly, we'd like to get some Shohei and Trout. We don't run this product without hoping we pull some of them, right? So let's get some Shohei and Trout. And then hopefully Kershaw and Acuna can come play ball with us as well. But we did get just the 1 Aaron Judge so far from the hit counter. We did get a patch right away out of the first 5. That was nice. And the Ken Griffey Jr. Parallel was a very, very cool card on the Infinite Parallel. So if we could get a couple more Infinite Parallels with guys like Ken Griffey Jr., we will take that all night. All right, next 5 packs are ready for us to rip. And again, I hope you guys are all settling in on a nice weekend. You guys want to pop in the chat? Feel free if you care to, share with us how your weekend went. Hopefully it was good. Whether you needed it to be relaxing, productive, fun, exciting, safe, whatever it was. I hope it was for you. And if you got any fun stories, if you want to say, hey, I climbed Mount Everest this weekend or anything like that, throw it in the chat and let me know about it. I had a very good weekend. We had a lot of youth sports to contend with again this weekend. Managed to get a little time, my boys and I, this weekend, going and playing at Dave & Buster's and getting some burgers and wings, playing some video games. We had basketball, baseball practices today. I get to come rip cards with you guys. So all in all, it has been a very good weekend. And these cards are not letting me down to finish it off well. So I hope you guys have as well. I will, as soon as I'm done ripping these packs, I'll grab my water. In some ways, I wish it was something a little different from water. I suppose it could be. There's nothing against it, right? But I'll give a cheers to all you guys in just a minute with my water. So whatever your beverage is, feel free to tell me in the chat what your beverage of choice is tonight, too. Having yourself a cocktail, a mocktail, some tea, some coffee, some water, some Gatorade, some Pedialyte if you really went after it this weekend. If you need to refill the beverage, go for it. And there is boxes 5 through 10 unwrapped. Oh, hey Max. Yeah. Can you come grab this? Those were the 1 parallels. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I got them all in there.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. All right, so cheers to you guys, my friends. Hope you're having a great weekend. Let's get back into the next set of boxes. We got another Josh Hader for the Brewers. And an Alex Bregman for Houston on the Silver Select Stars. Congratulations to Houston Tiffany. Xander Bogaerts for Boston on a Scope. Yu Darvish on a Silver for San Diego. There's Larry Walker for the Rockies. Logan Webb. Hunter Renfroe on the Scope. Josh Donaldson for the Twins on the Enfuego. Ryan Sandberg for the Cubbies. Ryan Vlade rookie for the Rockies. Frankie Montas on the Scope for the A's. George Brett on the Phenomenon for the Royals. Albert, congrats. There's Willie Stargell. and an En Fuego Mookie Betts for the Dodgers. Congratulations, Rich, on the Dodger spot with a Mookie Betts En Fuego refractor. O'Neal Cruz on the scope. Hey, Max.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. I felt like it was when I was opening that first bundle of packs, I felt like I saw something numbered, but I didn't call anything out numbered. So if you can quick rifle through the cards you're sorting to make sure I didn't miss a numbered card. Hopefully I didn't, but I felt like I may have. Jarren Duran on the silver. That's a nice rookie for Boston again. Albert, congrats. Boston always does well. There's Pablo Lopez, Kevin Smith rookie. Tristan McKenzie on a scope for Cleveland. And Fuego Matt Olson for the A's. Colton Wong for the Brewers. Andy Ibanez. Ryan McMahon is a scope for the Rockies. Jarren Duran, another nice rookie phenomenon for the Red Sox, Albert. Yastrzemski, Byron Buxton for the Twins. Zach Gallen on a scope for Arizona for Andrew. And there's Larry Walker on a silver for the Rockies. Jake Myers on the rookie card. Brooks Robinson. Patrick Wisdom on a scope for Chicago. Jose Altuve on the numbers for Houston. There's Ken Griffey Jr. for Seattle. Shane Baz for Tampa Bay. Ramon Laureano on a scope for Oakland. And I can say Oakland for this one because it's 2022. There's Brian Reynolds, rookie phenomenon for Pittsburgh. George, congrats. Jared Walsh. Ketel Marte. Devin Williams for the Brewers on a scope. And Ryan Sandberg on a silver prism for the Cubbies. Max Fried. Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres. Greg Deichmann on the rookie scope for the Chicago Cubs. Congratulations, Brian, on the Cubby spots. Manny Machado for the Padres on the Select Stars. Isaiah Kanafalafa. Adam Frazier. Chris Bassett for the A's on the scope. There's a Shohei Ohtani. It's a nice Shohei Ohtani Sparks for the Angels. Jeremiah, congratulations. Got to get back centered there. There we go. Shohei on the Sparks. And man, we finally get to put another one up on the hit counter. I did a terrible job on the hit counter on this one, unfortunately. They're all guys we'd like to see pulled, though, right? Maybe not Wander, but there's Aaron Ashby, rookie. Joe Musgrove. Luis Castillo on a scope. Austin Riley for the Braves on a silver. Matt Brash, rookie. Belly Bombs. Adam Wainwright on the scope. Jose Altuve on the En Fuego. And there's another Shohei for the Angels. Jeremiah, congrats. We haven't seen a Trout yet, but Shohei is starting to wake up for us. Anytime we can get Chrome Shohei, we'll take it. So Shohei and Trout now have doubled up Judge and Witt. There's Raleigh Fingers for the A's. Kyle Schwarber is with Boston in this variation of a scope. Congrats, Albert. And Yordan Alvarez on the moonshots for Houston. So just like that, 5 more boxes are in the books. Let me get the next 5 out. And now it is time for you guys to start to think about locking in your hit counter predictions. Sadly, it looks like it's going to stay in single digits. I didn't miss one, did I?
Yeah, you got them all.
Okay, good. All right. Well, unfortunately for you guys, I didn't miss a numbered card. I thought for some reason maybe I did, but I couldn't figure out what card it would have been. But Max just sanity checked me, and he says I didn't miss anything, and you guys didn't yell at me in the chat, so clearly I didn't miss anything. But I hope for your sake that I did. I really would like to pull more numbered cards and hits and things like that. I wonder, well, we had the patch. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. But So in the next 5, we didn't get any patches or autos. So hopefully we load up on another hit or two in this 5. But it is now time. If you guys haven't gotten your hit counter prediction in, go ahead and make it at this time. If you got a hit counter prediction in, but you want to change it, you are more than welcome to do so. If you put your hit counter prediction in and you want to ride or die with it, that's good too. I do think there was an original prediction in the 20s, so I wouldn't ride or die with that because sadly, I don't think we're getting in the 20s on this hit counter. I could still be wrong. We got half a case to go, but I don't think we're getting in the 20s in there. I definitely think somewhere in the 7 to 10 range feels like the safest bet. Again, I truly do hope that I'm wrong, because I would love, especially if it's 10 Shoheis himself, a couple Trouts, things like that. I would love to load up on these guys for you. But as I rip the packs, you guys lock those predictions in. Again, you can ride with it, you can change it, you can add it in for the first time. If you're watching and you don't know what the heck this is a shot at some free stuff. All you got to do is tell us which pairing is going to get the most cards and what the total of all 4 is going to be. You do not have to be in our breaks tonight to win something. Just if you aren't in our breaks and we've never shipped here before, we're going to have to get your address somehow. Otherwise, we can't ship you your winnings. But otherwise, completely free to play along on the hit counter and see if you can't get some leprechauns. And if you get those right, the leprechauns aren't guaranteed free packs, but the leprechauns are going to run on your guys' behalf for some free stuff. So we are working on boxes number 11 through 15 in our full case of 2022 Select. We just finished up that absolutely phenomenal trio of 2025 cards. After this break, we're going to be running with 2 2022 hobby boxes, and then we're going to finish it up with 3 more of those pro debut. I originally was going to try and do an all select night, but selfishly, I just wanted to run more pro debuts. So that's how pro debut ended up being the 4th product versus another select product. All right, my friends, the packs are off, and Max is going to close up the hit counter on you guys. So good luck. Again, if you're just joining, we are in our second break of the evening. Break number 938 is a full case of 2022 Select Blasters. And we've got Eddie Matthews. That is the Milwaukee Braves. So congrats, Matt. Jacob deGrom. You got Ty France on a scope for Seattle. And another Frankie Montez, silver for the A's. There's a Vladdy Jr. for Toronto. Jason. Jonathan India. Whit Merrifield for the scope on the Royals. And there's a Wander Mania, Wander Franco on the Phenomenon for the Rays, George. So Wander and J-Rod get on the board and put us at 4. Reed Detmers, rookie for the Angels. AJ Alexi for Texas. Harrison Bader for the Cardinals on a scope. And Salvador Perez on the Moonshots for Kansas City. Whit Merrifield for Kansas City. Jake Berger for the White Sox rookie. Thomas Zapucki, rookie scope for the Mets. Jason, congrats. The scopes are a really, really nice card. I would say they're kind of overplayed in 2022 Select, but they're really cool looking cards, I think. Andrew McCutchen for Philadelphia on the silver. There's Harrison Bader, Adam Frazier. Willie Stargell on a scope for Pittsburgh. A Kyle Lewis in Fuego for Seattle. Aaron Savale for Cleveland. Eli Morgan on a rookie for Cleveland. Pablo Lopez from Miami on the scope. Miami's Mike. Mike, congrats. Trey Turner on the numbers for the Dodgers. Sandy Alcantara and Pete Alonso for the Mets. So congrats, Jason, on the Pete Alonso. There's a scope of Byron Buxton for the Twins, Mike. Luke Williams, refractor rookie for Philadelphia. Tyler Glasnow, Tony Centillan with a rookie card. We got Ryan Mountcastle on the scope for Baltimore. There's Corey Seager on the numbers. There's a Mike Trout. Congratulations to the Angels spot, Jeremiah, for Mike Trout. And Shohei and Trout go to 3 now, and we're at 5 on the hit counter. Miguel Rojas, Connor Siebold on the rookie scope for Boston. Congrats, Albert. Luis Robert for the White Sox on the Phenomenon. Brandon Marsh, rookie for the Angels. Jeff McNeil for the Mets. McCutchen again on the scope. And Tyler Stevenson on the silver for Cincinnati. Connor Siebold, Ryan Mountcastle. Got Andy Ibanez on the scope for Texas. Tatis Jr. on the Phenomenon. Dalton Varsho. Salvi Perez for Kansas City. Colton Wong on a scope for the Brewers. Paul Goldschmidt on a Moonshots for the Cardinals, Rich. Brady Singer for Kansas City. Garrett Cole on the Select Stars refractor for the Yankees. Congrats, Rich. Mark Canha on the scope for the New York Mets. Giolito on the silver for the White Sox. There's Ty France. And we got something turned around. Connor Siebold for Boston on another patch. So Boston, Albert, congratulations. Connor Siebold, rookie patch. And we did get at least one more. Let's see if we can get at least 1 or 2 more before all is said and done. But there's our second patch of the case. Luis Robert on a scope for Chicago. O'Neal Cruz on the Enfuego. Matt Chapman. And here's another one of the finite parallels. Garrett Cole for the Yankees. Congratulations to Richard. These are sweet looking cards. I wish we could pull a lot more of these out of here, but they look nice. Compared to the scopes, you don't get as many. Madison Bumgarner, speaking of a scope for Arizona. And Mike Piazza on the Moonshots. All right, we have 5 boxes left in this case. I'm banging them around. Let's see what we can do here as we finish off our case. You guys can see where we're tracking on our hit counter. We did get up to 5 on there with Shohei and Trout in the lead. So for those of you guys that did end up going with Shohei and Trout, you're looking pretty solid right now. But one of these guys could get hot. We haven't seen a Bobby Witt Jr. or a J-Rod yet, so they could enlighten us a little bit in this case. We haven't seen Acuna or Kershaw, which is surprising to me. So it'd be nice to see them come through. But we are at 5 on the hit counter, guys. I'm going to do 3. Actually, I'll just go ahead and get all 5 sets of packs out. You guys don't have to watch me fumble with as much. So I talked a little bit when I brought those mystery packs up, my friends. I talked a little bit about cardlines.com, but let's talk about that a little bit more. If you guys haven't found your way to cardlines.com yet, please do so. We got lots of great stories. There's been a lot of news in the industry, especially around some bad actors and scandals. So go on to cardlines.com and check out all the stories. Get the latest on that from our content team. You can get links to all the videos that Jesse posts, both the short videos and long videos on all our social channels and on YouTube. You can sign up for our newsletter that goes out a couple times a week. One is set to go out tomorrow morning if I'm not wrong there. But we send those newsletters out twice a week. Those newsletters contain all kinds of content, information about our breaks, shops, all that sort of stuff. It's free to sign up, so go ahead and pop to cardlines.com and sign up if you haven't done so already, I always say there is a short survey link that you can take on our website. If you tell us about what you're interested in when it comes to breaking and things like that, it will give you a $5 coupon for the first time you take it. And that $5 coupon will be good at our online shop, which has all kinds of fun products that you can buy to rip. It has those mystery packs that are now for sale that you can buy to rip, and it has things, merchandise like our Cardlines official Breakers cap, our Cardlines official Breakers shirt, which I don't have on today. Our My Girls a PSA 10 t-shirt and all kinds of stuff, and supplies like top loaders, sleeves, thick top loaders. Guys, it's getting harder to find those. I've been at a few shows recently, and dealers are starting to slow down on what they top load, even what they sleeve nowadays, which is disappointing. But they're also harder to get, and with tariffs and things like that, it's been harder to get hands on supplies. But we do have a good amount of supplies on site here at Cardline. So if you're in need of supplies, pop onto our website and check it out. And if you hadn't done that survey yet, you do that survey, get a $5 coupon. That's going to get you some supplies right there, or take care of shipping for you to get some supplies. So check it all out. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support. All right, final boxes are ripped. How can we do on this? Let's go. Good luck, guys. Let's get something big in this last 5 boxes. Pablo Lopez is going to start us out for Miami. Jordan Montgomery, Jeff McNeil for the Mets on a scope. There's Otto Lopez on the silver. Colton Wong, Andy Ibanez in an Andy Ibanez scope. That's Texas. Tatis on a phenomenon. Justin Verlander for Houston, Tiffany. Freddie K just got traded to the Mets. The Mets keep grabbing Brewer pitchers. The Brewer pitchers don't do as well in New York. They should have stayed in Milwaukee. It was only a matter of time before Freddie left Milwaukee, but he's with the Mets now. Sorry, I'm a little salty. Although the Brewers got a great haul from the Mets for it. If you guys saw that trade, they got Brandon Sproat and Jet Williams, both top 100 prospects. So they got a decent haul for a guy they were probably going to lose either way. Speaking of the Brewers, there's a scope of Colton Wong, Paul Goldschmidt, and Matt Olson. We got Chris Flexen. There's an Aaron Judge scope. We will take that one. Aaron Judge on the scope for the Yankees. Congratulations, Rich. And our hit counter, Judge and Witt, go to 2. And we're at 6, and that got people in the running for some leprechauns. There's a silver Mike Yastrzemski, Matt Chapman, Ranger Suarez, Kyle Schwarber for Boston on the scope, Yadier Molina on the stars for St. Louis. For St. Louis, there's a Lars Nootbaar rookie. We got a patch of him earlier. Joey Votto, Andrew Benintendi on the scope. There's a Sparks Mookie Betts for the Dodgers, Rich. There's a Mike Trout. So Shohei and Trout go to 4, and we're up to 7. There's the Ozzie Smith. We couldn't get any of him last break, but there's the Wizard for the Cardinals, Rich. And for the Brewers, Brandon Woodruff came back on a team-friendly deal for the Brewers with a scope. And then an O'Neal Cruz rookie silver for the Pirates. George, congratulations. There's a nice Bryce Harper for the Phillies. Cedric Mullins, Jaime Candelero on the scope. And there's a Mike Trout phenomenon. So all of a sudden, Trout's waking up for us. Him and Shohei go to 5, and we're up to 8 on the hit counter. We got Jake Berger on the rookie card. Brandon Crawford. Joe Musgrove on a scope. And there is Marty's guy, Juan Soto, for the first time tonight. George, congrats on these Soto moonshots. Madison Bumgarner. Matt Olson on an Enfuego refractor for the A's. Drew Ellis for Arizona on a rookie scope. We'll sleeve up and top load all the rookie scopes. Babe Ruth on a silver for the Yankees. There's Seth Beer rookie. Trevor Story. Joe Musgrove for San Diego on the scope. Javier Baez on the Infuego for Detroit. Mike Zunino for Seattle. Chris Bryant for San Francisco. For the Brewers, there's an Aaron Ashby, scope rookie. And Brandon Lowe for Tampa Bay. So congrats for the Brewers spot. Chip, you had a decent break. The Brewers, nothing huge coming out of the Brewers, but every couple cards has been something for him. You got JT Realmuto. Giancarlo Stanton on a Moonshots refractor. Keibert Ruiz for Washington on the scope. Nate Pearson on a silver for Toronto. Brandon Nimmo for the Mets. Jesus Sanchez for Miami. Aaron Savale on a scope for Cleveland. There's a Juan Soto on the Infuego for Washington, George. Ada Lopez rookie. Charlie Blackmon. Brandon Marsh scope. And our final card is going to be a Carlos Correa Sparks for Houston, Tiffany. All right, so we have we had multiple piles of scopes and things like that. Oh, I said I was going to top load all those. All kinds of scopes and things like that we're going to get sleeved up and taken care of for you guys. Let me recap some of the hits that I did top load. We'll talk about the hit counter, and then we'll continue on. So Brandon Marsh, Aaron Ashby, Drew Ellis, O'Neal Cruz on the silver rookie, Aaron Judge scope, probably one of the top 3 cards of the break. The Garrett Cole finite parallel, Connor Siebold patch, Sapuki on the scope rookie, Shohei Sparks, Dykman on the scope for the Cubs, and Fuego refractor Mookie, the Aaron Judge Moonshots, Ken Griffey Jr. on the Black Finite parallel, and Lars Nootbaar on a nice gray patch there for the Cardinals. So thank you guys for buying into the 2022 select break. We talk about that hit counter. And we ended up at 8 with Shohei and Trout taking it with 5. So Lou, Matt, and Andrew, you guys all managed to get leprechauns for the spot. Congratulations. And Ed, Lane, Lou, Matt, Bill, and Andrew, you guys all got leprechauns for being at either 7, 8, or 9, with that total coming in at 8. So lots of leprechauns were earned in that break. Congratulations. Thank you guys for playing along. Hope you enjoyed it. We appreciate you. As we look at our schedule, we're now turning our attention to our third break of the evening, which is 9:39, our select hobby for 2021. We're going to have 2 of these guys, and then we're going to finish off with 3 pro debut. Now, as mentioned, we are a little bit ahead of schedule, so I am going to see if anyone else would be interested in a freshly launched Cardlines Mystery Baseball Pack. These are, we're going to start them. The opening bid is quite a bit cheaper. You can get them on the website. Let's throw a couple up and see if you guys want to get your hands on some more. Again, I'll take the schedule off. Again, it is 15 card mystery packs. There's a guaranteed hit in every pack. There are parallels, rookies. It is a no base pack for sure. There are pretty good hits in there, along with lots of good parallels and things like that. So if you want to get your hands on them, it's an open bid of $6. If you don't, that is totally fine. I hear Leprechaun and Red Bull. I just sent one to him in the stables. We'll see if it works, Ed. I'll put up one more time if you guys don't want to grab a mystery pack. That's totally cool. All right. We're in ripping mode, right, guys? I get it. All right. So that means we're going to be quite a bit ahead of schedule, but that is okay. I'm going to keep it going. I apologize in advance to someone who joins at 10 after 9, and we're maybe close to done with this one. But we're going to roll through the evening. So let's sit back. Let's have some more fun. and let's do 2 more hobby breaks before all is done. Guys, we were able to get our hands on these 2 boxes quite a while ago, and I kept trying to find the right time to bring them into a break. Once we had 2025 Select come out, I felt like it gave me that opportunity tonight to run these with that and the 2022. But I have been staring at these 2 boxes for a long, long time. I've almost ripped them myself a bunch of times. I've almost put them in breaks a bunch of times. But by golly, we finally got them on the lineup, and we thank you guys for jumping into this one. Andrew's got the Diamondbacks. Matt has the Braves. We're going to be at break 939 now for our 2021 Select Hobby. This is great because there are 4 hits in there, 2 autos and 2 mem cards. Brian is the Orioles, Cody the Red Sox, Brian the Cubbies, Donald the White Sox, Matthew the Reds, Brent the Guardians, Brian the Rockies, Kurt the Tigers. We've got Rich with the Astros. The cover boy Juan Soto there covering up our packs. There's our empty box. That was on the Astros. Rich with the Astros. Cody with the Royals. Jeremiah with the Angels again. Don with the Dodgers. Matt the Marlins. Nick with the Brewers. Mike with the Twins. Rich with the Mets and the Yankees. Little Subway Series action. We've got Nick with the A's. George the Phillies. Rich with the Pirates. Cody with the Padres. Brian has the Giants. Jeffrey C's got the Mariners. Cody has the Cardinals. Bradley B has the Rays. Chip J has the Rangers. Richard has the Blue Jays. And George is rocking with the Nationals again. Guys, thank you for getting into this break, and good luck. Again, we are going to have 2 autographs and 2 memorabilia cards per box out of here. So we're going to have 8 hits at least coming out of here. Hopefully we don't. Select's pretty good. You don't usually get panini too bad in Select, so hopefully we don't get paninied. Maybe we get a bonus hit of some kind or something like that. We will see. But thank you guys so much for buying into those. So Ed, not only did we send a Red Bull to your Leprechaun, but they just ordered another one, but this time as a Jaeger bomb. So I don't know what kind of shape your Leprechaun's going to be in by the end of the night, but they're going to be, for one thing, they're going to be hydrated. We'll say that. All right, here's our packs. Our first hobby box is open. And I forgot to bring up the hit counter so far. So why don't you guys take a look at the hit counter and tell us how you think it's going to play out. We've got Alec Baum, Ke'Bryan Hayes, Casey Mize, and Alex Kirilloff. All 3 guys who had good rookie years or seasons back then, would have been decent players. Still decent players now. Maybe not the biggest of the big, but I can only put Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani up there so many times. So you guys tell us. It's 4 players, so we'll see what happens. Alec Baum, Ke'Bryan Hayes, Casey Mize, or Alex Kirilloff. Who's going to get the most cards in this break, and how many total are we going to get of all 4 of those players? If you get either of those guesses correct, you're going to get leprechauns, and you're going to have until we're done ripping the second box to lock in your predictions. So here we go. First card on the board for the Astros, who are having a good night in general. Rich, it's a Devi Garcia rookie. There's Travis Blankenship on the rookie for Minnesota. And we got a numbered card right away for the Mets. It is David Peterson on the red select. So congratulations, Rich, on the Mets. That is 177 to 199 on the David Peterson. Congrats. So look at that. Third card last break was a card out of 10. For select, 25. And the third card was a numbered card as well for this, but out of 199 this time. There's our case hit spacer. For the Brewers, Nick, you got a red, white, and blue Christian Yelich. There's Anderson Tejada rookie. Chris Bryant. Christian Javier rookie for the Astros. And it looks like Joe Adell of the Angels, Jeremiah. We didn't do quite as well for in the last one, but we're going to get you a patch right away in this one. That is a Joe Adell rookie patch for the Angels. Not quite the rookie he was expected to be back in 2021, but he has still hung on in MLB, and he had, if I remember correctly, 38, 39, maybe even 40 home runs this year. So he might be figuring it out. So congrats on that one, Joe Adell patch. We got the Stars, the Biebs, Shane Bieber. Jacob deGrom for the Mets. Rafael Marchand for Philadelphia rookie. Giolito for the White Sox. And Whit Merrifield is going to be a little color match blue for the Royals. Congratulations, Cody. Whit Merrifield is numbered 77 out of 149. So we had 177 out of 149. And now we have 77 out of 149 on the Whit Merrifield. Little color match blue for the Royals there. Another case hit spacer. Wow. Phenomenon. Bobby Witt Jr. Where was he last break? Congrats to the Royals. Cody, you got a Whit Merrifield numbered and a Bobby Witt Jr. Phenoms back to back on there. Nice work. There's Zach Wheeler for Philadelphia. Max Scherzer for Washington. Rookie Jazz Chisholm Jr. for the Marlins. Congrats, Matt. And Sam Huff out of 99 on what should be a patch, it looks like. Sam Huff for Texas. Chip J, that's a big old red, white, and blue patch there. Out of 99, rookie Sam Huff. Congratulations, Chip. It's a cool looking patch. Well, the patch itself is white, but the card itself is a cool looking patch card. Sam Huff to 99 for Texas. Yastrzemski on the Sensations. Giancarlo Stanton for the Yankees. Max Fried. Gleyber Torres. Jose Abreu. Luis Campuzano on the rookie red, white, and blue for San Diego. Congrats, Cody. There's Joey Gallo for Texas. Sixto Sanchez for Miami. Rookie Jake Woodard. Castanheira for the Brewers. Zach McKinstry, rookie. Brady Singer, rookie for Kansas City. Kansas City having a pretty good break so far. We should have two autos coming. So that was our two patches, guys. We should have two autos coming left out of here. Manny Machado for San Diego. Miguel Yajuri, rookie for Pittsburgh. And there is an auto. Leody Taveras, outfielder to 299 for Texas, correct? Yes, Leody Taveras for Texas. So congratulations to Chip J. The last two hits, you got a patch and you got an RPA rookie Leody Taveras. Well played, sir. Nice RPA rookie Leody Taveras. And it is 158 out of 299 on the RPA. And we got a Mike Trout for the Angels. Congrats, Jeremiah. There's Keibert Ruiz, rookie. Justin Tucker. Derek Hill, rookie for Detroit. I do not remember Derek Hill. I remember a Derek Hill older for the Cubs, or Derek Bell for the Cubs. There's David Fletcher on the Stars Refractor for the Angels. Moonshots, Brandon Lau for Tampa Bay. Carlos Correa for Houston. Kyle Tucker for Houston. Johan Oviedo, rookie. And Miami is going to get a little color match blue of rookie Monty Harrison. So congrats, Matt S. Monty Harrison, that is out of 35, guys. Monty Harrison, 10 out of 35 on the little color match blue for the Marlins. 10 out of 35. There's another one of those spacers. Marlins going to stay strong with a silver Sixto Sanchez. There's Clayton Kershaw. We needed him last break. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. Aaron Nola. Charlie Blackmon. And our next auto is going to be for the White Sox. It's a good one, guys. Garrett Crochet, 88 to 199 on an RPA. 88 to 199 on an RPA of Garrett Crochet for the White Sox. Donald W., congratulations. That's a pretty nice card, actually. He led the American League in strikeouts, right? If he wasn't the leader, he was second. I always forget to check for sure, but Garrett Crochet, top 5 strikeouts. I can't go wrong with that. Congratulations on the numbered RPA. AJ Minter on the numbers for the Braves. Dalton Jeffries, rookie for the A's. Tyler Glass now. Jose Ramirez for the Guardians. Starling Marte for Miami. You got rookie Tristan McKenzie on Cleveland on the silver. Santander for Baltimore. Tristan McKenzie again for Cleveland. Rookie Dylan Carlson. Speaking of kind of bust rookies for Cody. Chris Bubich for the Royals. Taylor Jones for Houston on a silver rookie. And Ha-Seong Kim is a nice rookie for the Padres. Cody, congratulations. So that is one of our 2 boxes in. None of those 4 came out to play yet. But we got another box to go. So it is time for you guys to lock it in. Here's the extra play here. If none of these guys show up at all in this box, then everyone who made a guess will get a leprechaun for guessing. So if you're watching right now and you haven't made a guess on the hit counter, it would be in your best interest, if you like free stuff, to do so. All you got to do is type in Baum, Hayes, Mize, or Kirilloff, and let us know which one you think we're going to get the most cards of. If you get the spot correct, or if we do, for whatever reason, end up not getting any of them, then everyone will get a leprechaun. So all you got to do is throw a name in that chat. Even if you don't throw a number, throw a name in the chat of one of those 4 names, and you'll probably have a really good shot at a leprechaun right now. But also tell us what the total number is going to be. If it's going to be above 0, what do you think it is? And we're going horseshoes and hand grenade style, within 1 in either direction. So you guys tell us that. And hopefully we've got some leprechauns to give away. And they're going to run for you guys for some free stuff tonight. We did get a couple nice hits out of that box. An RPA, a numbered RPA of Garrett Crochet. Not bad at all. Leota Taveras, rookie RPA. Pretty darn good. And a couple nice patches as well. And let's see what we can get out of our second box. After this break, of course, we do have one more break tonight. It is 3 hobby boxes of Topps Pro Debut. And man, that product does not disappoint. We have not pulled a 101 out of that yet. We pulled just about everything else out of those. So tonight, maybe the night that we pull a 101 Superfractor out of one of these guys. What do you guys think? All right, so lock those hit counter predictions in. I'm going to take a drink of water, and then Max is going to close it up for you guys. All right, Max, feel free to close it up. Good luck, everyone. Chris Paddock. Jack Flaherty. Right away. How about Leota Taveras again to 99? It's a patch. Is it an RPA? It's a patch. It's a red, white, and blue patch. So Texas, Chip J, that's your 3rd hit. 8 are going to come out of this break, and 3 of them have gone to Texas specifically. We must have got these boxes from the Southwest. Actually, ironically enough, we got these 3 boxes from Hawaii. If I remember correctly, that's where they came from, was Hawaii. So congrats, Chip. Hey, hit counter, Alex Kirilloff. We're on the board with a whopping 1. Congrats to the twin spot, Mike. Franmir Valdez. That picture is a little off color, isn't it? Or is that just me? That's definitely like off color picture. Keston Hero, we got something gold, guys. Before that, though, we got a nice Aaron Judge. I'm going to sleeve up any Judge or Shohei's we get. Congrats, Rich, on the Yankees spot. And we got a gold, my friends. It is 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10, one of the two. Out of 10, Javier Baez for the Cubbies, Brian. Congratulations, Javier Baez. That is an 8. 8 out of 10. Javi Baez on the gold for Chicago. Very cool card. Another spacer. You know what? Here's what I didn't do. I didn't do fireworks for that one. So we're just gonna give Brian a fist bump for the out of 10. There we go, Brian. Congratulations. Isaiah Canafalafa for Texas with the red, white, and blue. Nate Pearson, also the coloring seems to be off on that one. I wish you could say it's because it was like a cyan printing plate, but it's just the picture. Ramon Laureano. There's another guy we needed to see last break for the Braves, Matt. There's a Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's Blake Snell. Miguel Yajure on the red, white, and blue for Pittsburgh. Marco Gonzalez for Seattle. Yajure again for Pittsburgh, rookie. Manny Machado, Cisco Sanchez for Miami. A silver Yordan Alvarez for Houston. Congratulations, Rich, on the Houston spot. Michael Brantley for Houston. Blankenship for Minnesota. Luis Garcia, rookie. And there's Casey Mize is going to be on the hit counter. And it's going to be a Casey Mize rookie patch for Detroit. Kurt, congratulations, Casey Mize, on the rookie patch. Big old chunk of white patch there. And Casey Mize and Kirilloff are now tied 1-1 on the hit counter. We're at 2 now. Here's Adley Rutschman for Baltimore. I don't know if he's watching, but giving a shout out to my guy Brendan out east. He's a huge Adley Rutschman fan. If any of you guys happen to have from 2023 first edition series, the Adley Rutschman out of 5, I think it's the pink out of 5. If you ever have that, send me a message and let me know because my guy Brendan's on the hunt for it. There's Nelson Cruz, Charlie Blackmon, Aaron Nola. And Houston's going to get a red numbered Kyle Tucker. So congratulations, Rich, again, having a great break. Kyle Tucker is 157 out of 199 for the Astros. And Rich, behind that one, you got a spacer. There's Garrett Cole for the Yankees, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Dylan Carlson, rookie. Tim Anderson, and for the Dodgers, Justin Turner turned around on a Sparks autograph. Congratulations to the Dodgers spot, Don. Justin Turner on the Sparks autograph. It's a cool autograph he's got. It is numbered. Whoa, whoa. It's a bookend break, 25 out of 25. Shame on me. I didn't even see that the first time I turned it over. Don, 25 out of 25. That's a bookend break sponsored by Cardlines. You are more than welcome, my friend. It's a he's got a good autograph. I like Justin Turner's autograph. That is awesome. Justin Turner out of 25. Very cool. Don, congratulations. There is Mike Yastrzemski. Bobby Dahlbach, rookie. I almost put him on the hit counter instead of Alec Bohm, weirdly enough. There's Jake Woodward for St. Louis. McKenzie for Cleveland. And we've got our next hit. Dalton Varsho is going to be an RPA for Arizona. Look at that. Oh, it had some... Oh, no. There was like some... I don't know what blue stuff that was on there coming off there. It came out of the jersey patch. But if you also look, too, there's a ding in that card. Heartbreak. Andrew. Oh, man. It's a beautiful card, too. It's out of 199. But there was some blue junk coming off the jersey. I don't know what that was. And you got a little bit of a ding there. Gosh, that's a heartache. That is Heartache. What a cool card. Well, that's gonna definitely be a PC one for you. I would not ship this one in for grading, unfortunately. But that'll be a nice one to stick in your PC and remember the ding, I guess. Dalton Varsho on an RPA. I don't know what that blue stuff was. That was weird. Ketel Marte on the Sparks for Arizona again. Daniel Johnson, Yadier Molina, Aristides Aquino, Jacob deGrom on the silver numbers for the Mets, and Mookie Betts on the moonshots. Rookie Tariq Skubal for the Tigers. Kurt, congratulations. That's a nice one. Look at that ball hanging out. I almost thought for a second there that it was like Topps Holiday and that was a snowball up there. Look at that. With the ball hanging outside of the border. What a cool picture. Tariq Skubal for Detroit. Kurt, congrats. There is Yordan Alvarez. Brandon Belts. Los Angeles is going to get a Trevor Bauer little color match numbered there. So, Don, congrats again. Trevor Bauer is numbered to 149. 99 out of 149 on the Trevor Bauer. Still amazes me how this guy hasn't gotten another shot back in the majors. Spacer. A silver Yadier Molina. Zach Gallen for Arizona. Cody Whitley, rookie for St. Louis. Alberto Mondesi for Kansas City. Yastrzemski for the Giants. Juan Moncada on the silver for the White Sox. Will Crow, rookie for the Pirates. Chris Bubich for Kansas City. Braxton Garrett, rookie for Miami. Nate Pearson on the hot rookies for Toronto, Rich. And Debbie Garcia on the hot rookies for the Yankees, Rich. And our last card is rookie for Atlanta, Tucker Davidson for Matt. So, guys, tons of rookie cards and inserts. We're going to get sleeved up and taken care of. And let's take a look both at the hits we top loaded as well as our hit counter. So, as we bring up our hit counter, we did get to just two. Casey Mize and Kirilloff each had one. So, if I'm looking, it looks like Lou and Demo, you guys each got Leprechauns for picking the spot correct. And it looks like Ed, Lane, Bill, Don, Leo, Lou, and Demo all managed to get Leprechauns for picking the number correctly. So congrats. Lots of Leprechauns were earned in this break. Let's take a look at what we got on our hits, and then we'll get ready for our final break. The Trevor Bauer numbered for the Dodgers. Tariq Skubal. The very cool but unfortunately slightly damaged Dalton Varsho RPA for Arizona. The super cool bookend break 25 out of 25 Justin Turner Sparks auto. Kyle Tucker red for Houston. We got an Adley Rushman. Casey Mize on the patch, rookie for Detroit. Silver Yordan. Javier Baez was 8 out of 10. Aaron Judge. Leody Taveras, red, white, and blue patch for Texas. Ha-Seong Kim. Garrett Crochet RPA for the White Sox was numbered. Monty Harrison to 25 for Miami. Leody Taveras numbered RPA for Texas. Sam Huff on the red, white, and blue patch numbered for Texas. Bobby Witt Jr. on the Phenoms for Kansas City. Whit Merrifield, blue numbered for Kansas City. The Joe Adell patch. And David Peterson numbered for the Mets. Some cool cards coming out of that select box. Thank you guys for giving us the reason to open those two up. We appreciate you guys very, very much. As we go through our schedule, again, I'm continuing to kind of get faster and faster on our schedule. We would have, if I'd have stuck to my conservative outlook, we'd have just started the select hobby boxes about 9 minutes ago. But instead, we're actually well ahead of schedule. But I don't think I'm going to stop this train because you guys don't want to hear me blab for 20 more minutes to get back on schedule. So we're going to go ahead and keep going. For people that do hop in looking for the last break, I'll apologize to you. You'll have to watch it on the replay. But we are going to finish up here for the evening with one more super exciting break. 3 of these Pro Debut hobby boxes. Like I said, dare we get a 101 tonight? We do have a couple minutes, so I will see if anyone's interested. I'm going to go ahead and throw up another one of those mystery packs in there. So we got time, why not? See if anyone wants to grab one of those as an opening bid at $6. Again, you are getting 15 cards in this mystery pack, 1 guaranteed hit, and 14 other mostly stars, prospects, rookies, chrome cards. There's a lot of Bowman firsts in there, stuff like that. Some good stuff. So if you guys want to get a mystery pack, have a little fun with it, I'm going to run it one more here and see if we get one. No dice. Okay. All right, so we move along to our final break of the evening. Again, well ahead of schedule, so we appreciate you guys. Break number 940, our last break of the evening, is going to be 3 of these Topps Pro Debut hobby boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and get one box at a time. And we're going to play the hit counter again. You guys will have through the second box to lock in your predictions. But here's where Lou comes in to clean up. We got Lou with the Diamondbacks, the Braves, and the Orioles. We got Steven with the Red Sox. The Row Boys are rocking the Cubs, of course. Steven's got the White Sox and the Reds. Kurt has the Guardians. Steven with the Rockies and Tigers. Lou's got the Astros. Steven has the Royals. Lou has the Angels and the Dodgers. Kurt has the Marlins. Lou's got the Brewers. William's got the Twins. The Mets going to Roberts. William with the Yankees. Steven the A's. Lou the Phillies. The Pirates. The Padres. Steven with the Giants. Lane the Mariners. Lou the Cardinals. Kevin the Rays. James D the Rangers. Lynn the Blue Jays, and Lou the Nationals. So guys, good luck to each and every one of you. I do have a feeling I'm going to say Lou and Steven's names a little more frequently than some of you other names. But I hope that we're able to spread. There's a lot of cards here in these 3 boxes. I hope that we can spread the love to all you guys. But thank you all for hopping into this break and grabbing these spots. These Pro Debut hobby boxes have been just absolutely tremendous, and I expect tonight to be nothing but the same. Get our list off. Let's get our hit counter back on. And here's what we're looking at. We're going individuals again. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't burn us this time. We're going... Oh, Lou, you missed the mystery packs. I'll run some more on there if you want to get your hands on some more. We've got Hagen Smith, Chase Burns from the Reds, Ryan Sloan, and Brody Hopkins. What's going on, Bookers Kyle? You guys tell us which of these 4, Hagen Smith, Chase Burns, Ryan Sloan, or Brody Hopkins, is going to get the most cards in this break, as well as what the total of all 4 is going to be. Again, if you get those correct, that is a couple more leprechauns up for grabs to run for some free stuff in terms of packs. So here we go. Get those predictions in. We will show that again. And we are getting ready here. Break number 940. Again, quite a bit ahead of schedule, but that is okay. Our first card is going to be Rodney Green from the Ports. Yendry Vargas from the Dodgers. Cole Fontenelle from the Angels. Doty from the Guardians. Caleb Durbin for the Brewers. Colt Emerson. Fenwick Tremble. Nishida from the White Sox. Slade Caldwell. Juan Flores, Ramon Ramirez, Herrick Hernandez, Demiri Pena. Our first numbered card is going to go to the Rangers, who were hot last break. 71 out of 299. It's Braylon Morrell for the ACL Rangers. James D, congratulations. Our first numbered card is on the board with a purple. Braylon Morrell to 299. And we're on the board with a numbered card. And we've got a Hyper or X-Fractor, if you will, Slade Caldwell Lou for the Diamondbacks. Get you going. Some of my favorite cards in the set are these logo cards. Chase Burns for the Reds. Congrats, Steven. And that does get Chase Burns. The hit counter is going, guys. Burns is on the board with 1. The White Sox, Caleb Bonham to 99. 69 out of 99 for the White Sox. Stephen M., congratulations. Caleb Bonham. Our second numbered card. We got another numbered card coming right back here. It is going to be out of 175 for the Retro Cucamonga Quakes. That's the Dodgers. 25 out of 175. That's an auto on the Sandblast Glitter. Congratulations, Lou. You're on the board with an auto, my friend. Probably one of many tonight. Victor Rodriguez for the Dodgers on the Sandblast Glitter auto to 175. Cam Smith for Houston. Congratulations, Lou. George Lombard Jr. for the Yanks. There's Jack Caglianone for Kansas City, Steven. Byron Ledemza, Colt Emerson. Esteban Mejia. There's Chase Dollander. Cal Henley, Braden Montgomery. Zaire Hope for the Dodgers. McGonigal for the Tigers. Tyson Lewis. There's Ryan Sloan. He's on our hit counter. So Ryan Sloan. So I did 4 prospect pitchers. Ryan Sloan's on the board. Charlie Soto. That's another one could have gone on there. So this guy, Cash Mayfield. Jared Thomas. Franklin Arias. Carter Johnson. There's Travis Pizzana. Number 1 pick for the Guardians. Kurt. Marcelo Meyer. And Quintero. League Elites for the Cubs. It's Matt Shaw. Congrats, Bill. And here's a nice orange out of 25 on the orange mini diamonds. 3 out of 25. Jamie Farrer for the Twins. Congratulations, William G. on the twin spots. 3 out of 25. Jamie Farrer on the orange mini diamond. What a pretty looking card that is. 3 out of 25. Jaime, it might be. I think it's Jamie Farrer. Congratulations on that one for the Twins. So we got out of 25. We're working towards that 101, guys. We're working down. Here we go. There's Braylor Guerrero. Lisbel Diaz. Trey Savage for Toronto. Caveras Tears. Yendry Vargas. Victor Rodriguez. We got an auto of him a minute ago. Braylon Doty. Braylon Morrell. Bernard Moon. Jason Churio. Carter Matheson. Little Seabass. Sebastian Walscott for Texas. Victor Rodriguez. Brody Hopkins. Tampa Bay pitcher. So he's on the hit counter. We got a 3-way tie at 1. We're at 3. Hagen Smith is the only one to not show up yet. There's Braden Taylor. Eli Serrano. Nick Morabito. Luke Keyshaw for the Twins. Augustine Ramirez for Miami. Ethan Anderson, Baltimore. Pablo Guerrero, Texas. We got a numbered card to 75. Matt Shaw for the Cubs. 51 out of 75. Matt Shaw, that's going to be a teal. I think we're calling this one. It's got so many different refractor colors on there, but that's teal. Matt Shaw, teal out of 75. Congratulations to the Cubs spot, Bill. That's 2 for you. For the Brewers, here's a drafted Braylon Payne. Congrats, Lou. And look at this from Miami. It's out of 50. 46 out of 50 on the Serna. Jared Serna for the Marlins. Kurt D. 46 out of 50. So we got a 75, a 25, and a 50 already in the first box, guys. Gosh, I love this product. And how about 1 out of 150, 53 out of 150 autograph for the Phillies, Eduardo Tate. Lou, autograph number 2 on the board for you. Eduardo Tate. He's got a cool autograph, actually. Congratulations, Lou. We got Ryan Waldschmidt, Boston Bateman, Dakota Jordan. Tyson Lewis. There's a Ryan Sloan for Seattle. So Ryan Sloan goes to 2 and takes the lead on the hit counter. Ryan Stafford, Arjun Nimala, Blake Wright, Jared Serna again, Jose Fernandez, Johnny Formello for Seattle, Caden Kendall, Minnesota, Brooks Bannon, Alex Clemmy for Washington. Brody Brecht, Colorado. Nick McLean. There's Connor Griffin for the Pirates. Congrats, Lou, on a Connor Griffin. Shannon Lin. There's Nick Kurtz for the A's. Christian Campbell. Jonah Tong for the Mets. And Walker Jenkins for the Minnesota on the logo card. Congrats, William, on the Walker Jenkins logo card. I do love those cards. Here we go. Seattle, Josh Caron to 75. Another one under 100, guys. 39 out of 75. Josh Caron on the teal wave for Seattle. Congrats, Lane. And guys, another one out of 25. Jonah Tong for the Mets. 14 out of 25 on an orange auto. Get out, Robert. 14 out of 25 Jonah Tong auto. That is our second one number to 25. This box is incredible, you guys. Jonah Tong out of 25 for the Mets. Wow. Bernard Moon, Ben Hess, Herrick Hernandez, J.J. Weatherholt, Juan Baez, Cooper Pratt for the Brewers, Juan Baez again for the Brewers, Cooper Pratt again for the Brewers, Emilio Todd, Michael Arroyo, Jared Sundstrom, Gerald Perez for the White Sox, Antonacci for the White Sox, Joe Vitrano for the Dodgers, Nathan Fletwilling, Braylor Guerrero, Engelth Urena. There's Bryce Matthews for Houston, George Worklow, Waylon Payne for the Brewers. We're back to another numbered card. Theo Gillen to 199 for Tampa Bay. 124 out of 199 on the magenta foil for Tampa Bay. Kevin, congratulations. Theo Gillen to 199. For Boston, we got League Elites, Christian Campbell. Cole Messina for the Rockies to 150. 50 out of 150. Stephen M., congratulations. Boy, guys, the numbered cards just keep coming. Love this product. JD Dix. There's Theo Gillen again. Chris Santes. Billy Amick for the Twins. Carter Matheson. Bryce Rayner for Detroit. Chase Davis for St. Louis. There's Blake Burke for the Brewers. Jacob Cozart. Luke Adams for the Brewers. Jack Penny. Bryce Rayner. Chase Davis. J.J. Weatherholt. Senabria. Dalton Rushing. Jamie Fair. Walter Janik for Houston. Josh Caron. Zanatello for Boston. Trey Morgan for Tampa. We got Chase Burns on a drafted. It's turned around. It's just turned around, that's all. But Chase Burns is a nice one for the drafted for the Reds. And Chase Burns ties it up 2-2. And Brody Hopkins has one. There's Alex Gordon. Pablo Guerrero is numbered. You almost could miss that because it's just a holofractor. That is 44 out of 199 for Texas. James D., congratulations. Pablo Guerrero on the Hub City Spartan Burgers to 199. And right behind that, we got an auto of Casey Cook from Hub City, Texas. James killing it right now. There's a paper auto of Casey Cook from the Rangers, a.k.a. the Spartan Burgers. Theron Lorenzo, Thomas White. There's Brandon Sproat. He almost went on the head counter. Blake Burke, Chris Cortez, and Luke Adams for the Brewers. Woo! What a first box. What can we do in box 2? Let's find out. How we did on the hit counter in box 1 was we got to 5 on the hit counter, including 1 Brody Hopkins, 2 Ryan Sloans, and 2 Chase Burns. We did not see a Hagen Smith yet, which, quite frankly, I'm surprised by. There are certain players that, for whatever reason, I tend to pull a whole lot of. And Hagen Smith is one of those players. So I'm very surprised out of that whole box that we didn't get one of him. I highly, highly, highly doubt that we go 2 more boxes without getting any Hagen Smiths. Now, will he get enough to win the hit counter? I don't know. But I know we're not going to get 0 Hagen Smiths out of there. So you guys have to decide, though, who's going to take this. Again, you've got this whole box to figure it out. So you don't have to decide right now. But you will have to decide who's going to get the most cards out of these 4, and then what the total of all 4 is going to be. You'll be able to watch this whole one and then make updates while we rip the final box to lock them in. And hopefully we give away some more leprechauns. All right, box 2 is ready for us to take a peek and see what we can get. Man, let's hope box 1 can be as good as, or box 2 can be as good as box 1 was, right? Here we go. Hit counter off, and we're off. There's Bernard Moon, Jason Churio, Matheson, Seabass, Rodriguez, Chase Dollander. There's Kyle Henley, Theo Gillen, Chris Santes, Billy Amick, Lisbel Diaz, Ben Hess, Drew Beam for Kansas City. There's Eduardo Tate, young Charlie Blackmon there for the Rockies, and Kevin McGonigal on the logo card for the Tigers. Super cool card there. Congratulations to the Tigers spot, Steven. And we're back to some numbered stuff. How about the Mets again? Eli Serrano, 82/125 on the purple chrome. Congratulations to the Mets. Robert K., you are killing it with the Mets. Oh, baby, guys. Oh, this next card's a big dog. No offense to Robert on the Mets, but this next card is a huge dog. Kurt, it's your huge dog. Travis Bazzana autograph to 99. Travis Bazzana on the future cornerstones. 3/99. Kurt, what a hit. That's not quite the 101, but that is a darn big dog of a hit right there. Travis Bazzana on the future cornerstones. 3/99. What an auto card. What a hit. Very well done, Kurt, on the Guardian spots. Very, very well done. There is Sam Antonacci for the White Sox, Luis Morales, Nick Montgomery for the Braves, Perez for the White Sox, Nick Mitchell, Arjun Nimala, Yellen Cespedes, Kuroda Grauer, James Tibbs, Alexander Albertus, Leo DeVry, PJ Morlando, Brillen Morel, Cam Smith, George Lombard Jr. There's Jack Caglianone once again for the Royals. Steven, congrats. Lorenzo, Thomas White, and Brandon Sproat. 95/99, guys, for the Twins again. Kyle DeBarge, 95/99 on a green hollow foil. Congrats, William G. on the Twins. And right behind that, we got a X-Factor, Carson Williams for Tampa Bay. Kevin, congratulations. We got Josu DuPaula on the logo card for the Dodgers. Love that card. Congratulations, Lou. And for the Cubbies, out of 25, Bill, Ty Southacene, 16/25. This is what, our 4th card out of 25 from this break? Ty Southacene on the orange mini diamonds. 16/25. Bill, congratulations. Great work. And we got an auto behind that for San Diego of Kavaris Tears. Congratulations to the Padres spot. Lou, you got another autograph. Kavaris Tears on the auto for San Diego. For the Brewers, Bryce McCage, Fernandez, Cole Messina, Angel Urena, Michael Arroyo, Sanabria. There is Cody Freeman for Texas, Jay Bashirs, Cole Carrick, Cal DeBarge, Gage Miller, Kalen Culpepper, J.D. Dix, Ryan Waldschmidt, Restituyo for the Brewers. Dakota Jordan. Chase Harlan for the Dodgers. There's Trey Yasevich. And Kavares Tears again. We just got his auto. We're going to have 2/175 for the White Sox. Alexander Albertus. 173 to 175 on the Sandblast Glitter. Congratulations to Stephen M. on the White Sox spot. Drafted Cam Caminiti for Atlanta. Lou, congrats. And Travis Sakura on the League Elites for the Nationals. Lou, congrats. The Twins again. Out of 150, it is 98 out of 150. Charlie Soto on the Blue Wave. Congratulations to the Twin spot. William, what a nice pickup of the Twin spot in this break. Here's Christian Campbell, Charlie Soto for the Twins, Jang for the Dodgers, Parker, J.J. Weatherholt, Juan Baez for the Brewers, Cooper Pratt for the Brewers, Aiden Miller for the Phils, Cobb Hightower, Samuel Basayo, Esteban Mejia, Travis Honeyman, Santucci, Bryce Cunningham, Ty Pete for Seattle, Aaron Parker, Griffin Burkhalter, Marvin Alcantara, Yofran Castillo, Chris Cortez. We got Hunter Pence for Houston, Bryce Rayner, and we got a patch of some kind. Pro debut jumbo auto relic Arjun Namala to 150. What a cool card that is. I can't fireworks it because it's under, not under 100, but 4 to 150. That'll get a fist bump all day. Look at that. It's like a piece of his sock or something. We've got two, or part of the jersey there, but we got, you can see a second blue pinstripe on there. Nice one for Toronto. Lynn W., congratulations. Should fit in this guy. No. There it is. Nice patch auto for Toronto. Lynn, what a cool card. Congratulations. There's a Nick Kurtz for the A's. Steven. Christian Campbell for the Red Sox. There's Jonah Tong again. Carter Matheson. Rayner, Chase Davis. Yandri Vargas, Cole Fontenelle, Doty, Caleb Durbin, Colt Emerson, Trimble, Blake Burke, Cozart, Luke Keyshaw, Augustine Ramirez, Ethan Anderson, Pablo Guerrero, Charlie Soto, Cash Mayfield. A drafted for the Twins, of course, for William with Kalen Culpepper. And we got Colson Montgomery on the logo card for the Charlotte Knights, a.k.a. the White Sox. Steven. Cool, cool cards. Speaking of the White Sox, here's 136 out of 150 on the Nick McLean. Steven, congrats on the White Sox. Every once in a while, they just keep chipping out a hit. Or two if you count the logo card. 136 out of 150. And right behind it, I think we got an auto for the Reds of Tyson Lewis. Congratulations, Steven. There you go. You're on a roll, my friend. Tyson Lewis auto. For the Brewers, there's Caleb Durbin, Spencer Nivens for Kansas City, Luke Keyshaw for the Twins, Jenny Farmello, Eli Serrano, Brooks Banyan, Braden Montgomery, Zaire Hope, Kevin McGonigal, Tyson Lewis. There's a Ryan Sloan for Seattle. So Ryan Sloan now takes sole possession on the hit counter. At 3, we're up to 6. Right, it had been a while since we got someone on the hit counter. Rodney Green, Hernandez, Matt Shaw, Jonathan Long, Bryce Eldridge. Another hit counter, Brody Hopkins. Brody goes to 2, and we're at 7. Braden Taylor, Eli Serrano, Nick Morabito. The White Sox are going to get another hit, guys. Alexander Albertus, 235 to 299 on a purple. So congrats, Stephen M. The White Sox doing extremely well. Xavier Isaac on the League Elites. We got Christopher Familia on the Renegades. That's the Yankees, I'm pretty sure. 18 and a 99 on the green wave for the Yankees. William G, congrats. To go with the Twins. Now your Yankees are waking up. Jason Churio. There's Levi Sterling. Esteban Gonzalez. There's Jesus Mate for the Brewers. Jamie Fair. Jared Cerna. And Bryce Cunningham. Another absolutely phenomenal pro debut box. This continues to be one of my favorite products to rip. I loved it the last couple years. And man, they don't disappoint. They do a good job of loading these up. And I like that they kind of put the jumbo and the hobby box together. So you didn't have to guess which one to buy. You just bought the hobby box. So we're getting into our third and final box of the evening. Man, tonight has cruised by. I think it's having too much fun. Time flies by when you're having fun. You guys finish up your predictions on the hit counter. It is time to lock in which of these four players. Now, I'm still eating my words here because I said no way we go 3 boxes without getting a Hagen Smith. However, we've gone 2 without getting a Hagen Smith, so maybe we'll go a third one. We have gotten 2 Chase Burns. We have gotten 3 Ryan Sloans. And we have gotten 2 Brody Hopkins. So we're up to 7. And you guys have to guess who's going to finish this off and what the total number is going to be. If you guys get those correct, you're going to get some leprechauns. And before we send you off tonight, we're going to run those leprechauns for some free stuff. Lou says, let it ride. Lou, I love it. I love it. It's a good number. We'll be in good shape. Burns is in good shape. We can get to 12 for you. It's a good guess. We'll be on there. So good luck, guys, on the hit counter. Once again, if you guys haven't done so already, please do hit all the likes and subscribes and alerts and loves and all that sort of stuff on the social channels, if you'd be so kind. Especially on YouTube. I do want to say I didn't check today. Shame on me before I did. But we crossed that 6,000 subscriber. Then someone decided they didn't want to be a subscriber, and we went down to 5,999. And I believe we have since gone back up over 6,000. So thank you guys for getting us to 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. My goal, as I've stated, by the end of the calendar year, is that we are at 10,000 and growing. So if you guys can do us a favor, if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe in YouTube. And please share the link to our YouTube channel with all your friends and help us hit that 10,000 number. If we can hit it by halfway through the year versus the whole year, who knows? There may be some sort of celebration that results in free stuff for you guys. So get us to 10,000 and let's see what we can do about it. All right, it is time. While I hiccup here, take a drink of water. It's time for you guys to lock in your hit counter. And we're going to have Max close it up. And let's see what this third and final box can do for us. Philly is going to get us going. Eduardo Tate. Ronnie Hernandez. Matt Shaw. Jonathan Long. Bryce Eldridge. There's a Brody Hopkins, guys. So Brody ties it up at 3. And we're at 8. Eddie Rinders. Max Clark. Kadeem Dia. Roman Anthony. Nate Nankiel. Blake Mitchell. Ryan Campos. A numbered card, Ryan Waldschmidt for the Diamondbacks, 86 out of 150. That is a blue hollow foil. Congratulations, Lou, on the Diamondbacks, getting you a little love here. Waldschmidt out of 150. We got drafted Christian Moore for the Angels. There we go, Lou. It's weird. In this product, we've had breaks where the Angels get a ton of stuff and a lot of Christian Moore. And then we've had breaks where they've been pretty quiet. They've been kind of quiet for now, but that's a nice one for Christian Moore. Here's Cooper Pratt on the ballpark promos for the Brewers. San Diego, we got another. This one's going to be 24 out of 150 on the blue chrome for the Padres. Congrats to the Padres spot. Lou, you got another numbered card. Cobb Hightower to 150. We'll take it. Vargas for the Beloit Sky Carp. That is the Miami Marlins. So, Kurt, congratulations on another one for the Marlins. Etry Vargas autograph. Some more Crones. We got Caleb Durbin again for the Brewers. Hey, Hagen-Dazs. Hagen Smith for Steven and the White Sox. And Hagen gets on the board. We're up to 9 on the hit counter now. Luke Kershaw for the Twins. Juan Flores. Carson Benj for the Mets. Nick McLean. Thomas White. Brandon Sproat. Theo Gillen. Chris Santos. Billy Amick. Diaz. Ben Hess. Drew Bream. Luis Baez. Kevin Hidalgo. There's Christian Moore again. Yeremy Cabrera. Looks like Chase Burns of this guy. So Chase Burns ties it up at 3. We're at 10 total. Kyle Teal and Griff O'Farrell for Baltimore. Another Ty Southesine. This one is the X-Fractor for the Cubbies. Bill, congrats. We got the orange out of 25 earlier of Ty Southesine. Chase Burns again on the logo card for the Reds. Congratulations, Steven. And Chase Burns now has sole possession, almost like Lou knew it was going to happen. Chase is at 4. We're at 11 total. We got Eduardo Quintaro for the Dodgers on a gold auto to 50. Hey, yo! 26 out of 50 for the Dodgers. Lou, that's the type of stuff you come to love, right? We'll take an auto out of 50. Eduardo Quintaro is 26 out of 50 for the Dodgers. Nice work, Lou. Levi Sterling, Esteban Gonzalez, Jesus Mate for the Brewers, Kellen Lindsey, Drew Beam, Dante Nori for the Phillies, Yasevich, Tears. There's Cam Smith, George Lombard, Caglianone again for Kansas City, Theron Lorenzo. Brody Brett, Esteban Gonzalez, Kellen Lindsey, Boston Bateman, Dante Nori, Boston Bard, Carson Benj, John Spikerman. This one's going to be out of 75, 72 out of 75 for the Sky Carp. That's another Vargas from Miami, Kurt. 72 out of 75 on the teal foil. Etry Vargas for the Marlins, 75. Colby Thomas for the Aviators. I believe that's the A's, correct? Green for the Comets. Dalton Rushing. That's another Dodger to 99. Lou, congratulations on the Dalton Rushing to 99 on the Green Wave. We're chunking together a little portfolio for you here, Lou. Dalton Rushing to 99. There's Cash Mayfield for San Diego. Antonacci Morales, Nick Montgomery, Xander Muth, Brody Brecht, Ethan Anderson, Alcantara, Castillo, Chris Cortez, Ryan Waldschmidt, Restituyo, Dakota Jordan, and Chase Harlan. There's Antonacci again, Nimala, Blake Wright, Jared Cerna, Fernandez, Gianni Farmello, Caden Kendall, Brooks Banyan, Alex Clemmy. We got Welbin Francisca for the Hillcats. That's the Guardians on a ballpark promos. And San Diego with another one. Another gold auto out of 50. Lou, there it is. 2 gold autos out of 50. Look at that autograph by Boston Bateman. Boston, I appreciate your autograph. What a cool card, guys. 27 out of 50. Boston Bateman. Lou, you have slammed it. 3 of the last 4 hits, including 2 autos out of 50. You are heating up, my man. 27 out of 50. Well done, Lou. Well done. There's Aaron Parker, Fernandez, Cole Messina, Gianni Formello, Eli Serrano, Brooks Banyan. So we have not gotten the 101 yet, guys, but we have pulled plenty of very low numbered stuff. Familia Jenkins, South Scene, Santucci, Bryce Cunningham, Ty Pete, Aaron Parker, Griffin Burkholter, Cooper Pratt, Emilio Teodo, Arroyo, Jared Sundstrom, Perez. We got Ben Hess for the Yankees out of 299, 258 out of 299 on a purple foil. William, congrats on the Yankees. Ben Hess to 299. Nick Kurtz on a drafted for the A's. There we go, Steven. Congratulations. We're still at 11 on the hit counter, guys. Everyone's looking in very good shape for Leprechauns as it stands. There's Vargas on the logo card for the Dodgers. We got Ethan Anderson on a chrome for some reason turned around for the Orioles. And that guy should be turned around with... Oh, it's numbered. That's why. 142 out of 189, and it's a rainbow refractor. Took me a second to notice the rainbow. 142 out of 199 for the Orioles. Lou, I apologize that I missed that. To 199 for you. And then this is what did catch my eye. 74 out of 75. We almost got the bookend break, guys, for the Brewers. It's Blake Burke on a teal auto for the Brewers. Lou, congratulations. Blake Burke out of 75. Lou, this last box has made it a good break for you. A good box for you for sure. No, I didn't do fireworks for Burke there, so I'm going to get the old fist bump going, Lou. Nice work. Jonah Tong, Charlie Soto, Yuck Jang, Jamie Fair, Cerna, Bryce Cunningham, Caminiti, Caleb Bonnemer, Robert Calaz, Yofri Solano. He has, if I remember correctly, 2023 Elite Extra Edition, Yofri Solano has DPL autographs, I think, if I remember, if he's the same guy. I know there's a couple different Joffreys, but I think he's one of them. Malcolm Moore. So if you guys got any 2023 Elite Extra Edition hanging around, look for Joffrey Solano DPL autos. Fenwick Tremble, Blake Burke for the Brewers, Cozart, Luke Adam for the Brewers, Penny, Bryce Rayner, Chase Davis, JJ, Juan Baez. We're going to have another one, 299, for another one for Miami. Gage Miller on the green foil to 99. Kurt, the Marlins are a sneaky good team in this product. Well done, Kurt. Luis Baez on the League Elites. And a last little bit of some chrome here after Chase Allender. We got Lynn for the Reds. Nick Kurtz again for the A's. Congrats, Steven. Christian Campbell one more time for Boston. Congrats, Steven, again. Perez for the White Sox. Nick Mitchell for the Guardians. And Arjun Nimala for Toronto. Lynn finishes us off. Absolutely fantastic night of breaks. Absolutely phenomenal 3 boxes of pro debut. We're going to get ready to do a recap. This was box 1. So I'm going to kind of recap each box differently. This was box 2, which has maybe one less top card than 1. And this was box 3, which had about the same as there. So we will get to this recap here in just a moment. But let's talk about how you guys did on the hit counter. We ended up with 11, and Chase Burns was in the lead. So, Lou, you swept it on there by getting within 1. So, way to ride or die on the Burns on there. And congratulations as well. Bill got Burns, Lou had Burns, and Mammal? I can't read. My eyes are going crazy on that one. I think it's Mammal. Apologize if I spoke that wrong, or Mark maybe. And then we've got Bill, Lou, Ed, Kurt, William, and Lane all managed to get Leprechauns for the number. So congratulations, guys. Let's put some drops in my eyes. They're having trouble reading that one. But congratulations, guys. A lot of leprechauns were given away. We're going to get to the leprechauns here in just a second. First, though, let's show our hits. So here was box 1. The Casey Cook auto. The Guerrero to 199. The blue Messina to 150. Theo Gillen on the magenta foil. Jonah Tong on the orange auto to 25. Josh Caron to 75. Eduardo Tate on the blue auto to 150. Jared Cerna to 50 on the gold mini diamond. Matt Shaw was to 75. Jamie Ferrers to 25. Rodriguez was to 175 on the auto. Bonnemer to 99. And Braylon Morrell to 299. That was box 1. Box 2. Familia to 99. Albertus to 299. Tyson Lewis auto. McLean to 150. Namala on the sweet RPA to 150. Charlie Soto to 150. Albertus to 175. Caveras Tears auto. Ty Southacene to 25. Catabarz to 75. Serrano to 125. And Travis Bazzana to 99. That was box 2. Box 3 had the Gage Miller to 99. Blake Burke on the auto to 75. Ethan Anderson to 199. The Kurtz drafted. Ben Hess to 299. Boston Bateman on the auto to 50. Dalton Rushing to 99. Vargas to 75. Quintero to 50 on the auto. Vargas auto. Hightower to 150. Christian Moore and Ryan Waldschmidt to 150. So many numbered cards. I mean, I love that product so much. Thank you guys for giving us the opportunity and reason to rip them. I would go broke if I opened all these myself, although I guess with all these hits I could turn around and sell them. But I appreciate you guys give me the chance to rip them and share the love with you all. What a fun night of breaks that was. We've got some free stuff to give away. What do you guys say? First, we've got hit counter giveaway and buyer's giveaway. And what we're doing on both is I've got a pack of Donruss. So we still got a sealed pack. Wanted to have that out there. But I got a couple gimme packs. These are very similar to the mystery packs. There maybe, I will say that the hits in these aren't huge, but there are, there's going to be an auto patch or a relic in here, and then some other cards, mainly rookies and stuff. And we're going to do these as giveaways for the hit counter. And then for buyer's giveaway as well, we're going to do a pack and some couple of our gimme packs as well. So let's bring up our leprechaun race. Come on back out, leprechauns. Ed's guy is on 4 Red Bulls by now, so Ed, we'll see what happens for you. Let's start with the hit counter giveaway. So we're going to go, and man, there's a lot of leprechauns given away, which is phenomenal. I love it. 35, in fact. 35 leprechauns given away. We're going to set it a little bit longer. Let's go with 22 seconds. And top 3 get a prize. We'll do, first prize will be the sealed pack. You know what? Forget that. I'm not going to sell myself short. There's a hit in here. So first place, second place, the sealed Donruss pack is third place. Because there's not a guarantee to hitting those. I guarantee these have some kind of a hit in them at least. So here we go. Good luck, guys. I'm going to shuffle you up once. And here we go. Five seconds left. We got Lou running up top. Look at Coach J. Woo! Coach J zooms to the lead. And Lane takes second. So, Lou, you managed to get third and fourth, but fell off just a little bit tonight. Yeah, everyone did do well tonight. It was a great night. Coach James, you flew out there at the end, and you got a pack coming your way, my friend. Lane, congratulations. You got this one coming your way. And Lou, third and fourth place means you do have a Donruss pack coming on to your loot there. I do have to get, there was 4 breaks, and so I'm not going to be able to put all 4 breaks in one list. So I'm going to add another Gibby pack on there. So we'll do 2 separate Leprechaun races for the buyers giveaway now. So what we're going to do is I got to first go ahead and clear our list out. Then I'm going to go to our 2025 select buyers. And we're going to pop you guys in there. And then I'm going to go to our pro debut buyers. Pop y'all in there 60. And for this one, we are doing first and second place are each going to get a mystery pack from Cardlines. Again, I will say from an advertising perspective, they're purposely not as loaded. They are true Gibby packs versus the packs we're selling. But there's still some good stuff in there. There's still hits in there. And so first 2 places are going to get a Gibby pack. Here we go. We got Phil running. Can he hold it for 7 more seconds? It doesn't look good, Phil. He falls back. Who's coming out of the middle there? William having a great night. And Lou. All right, guys. So, William, G, you got that one coming to you. And Lou, you won a Gibby pack coming your way. Congratulations. Now we're going to bring our list back up one more time, clear it out one more time, and we're going to grab our 2022 select buyers. Pop you guys in there. We're going to grab our 2021 select buyers. And we got 60 of you guys in there. So, same deal, first and second place. First place is going to get the mystery pack, Gibby pack. Second place is going to get a sealed Donruss 2025 pack. Good luck. I'm going to shuffle you up twice just to spin you guys around a little bit. Let's go. Good luck. Jason, oh, Jason's falling off. We got Jeremiah running hot in the middle. He's going to hold on with those angel spots. And who got second? Is it Brian? It is Brian. All right, my friend. So, no, Red Bull apparently did not give your guy wings. I think it might have been that 4th Red Bull that got him. Flippin' really appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed it. Again, guys, thank you all so much. You guys know what to do. All the likes, subscribes, all that sort of stuff. We appreciate you. Auctions are currently active for tomorrow night. We've got some basketball and football. Don't sleep on, guys. One of them is 5 of those Black Friday boxes from basketball. Those things are loaded with inserts, so don't sleep on that break. The other basketball break tomorrow night is 15 or 20 Monopoly Prism boxes, so there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out of there, and then a couple fun value football breaks as well. So tomorrow night, Marty's going to be breaking. It's going to be a good value football and basketball night, so don't miss those auctions. And then we've got live for auctions for the rest of the week as well, with a lot more really good baseball and football stuff, and sneaking some more basketball in there too as well. So check all those out. We really appreciate y'all. Jeremiah, you managed to grab a Gibby pack. Congrats. And Brian, you've got a Donruss pack coming. So once again, my friends, thank you all so much. It was a phenomenal night of breaks. I had a blast. I hope you guys did too. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Keep chasing that cardboard gold, and come hang out with Marty tomorrow night. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Sunday, whatever's left of it. And hope you have a great week, start to the week next week. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.